Alrighty, hello. Hi, James. It's currently 6 p.m. for you. Is it still Saturday or is it Sunday for you? I would hope that it's still Saturday so that you still have another day off, but like, I have a feeling that I'm pretty sure that it's probably Sunday, and that sucks. But hopefully you're still having a good day and you had a great Sunday, you had a fantastic weekend. I'm glad that you're here to hang out. We're going to be doing some more Control today. Yeah, Sunday. Making sure that my sound is synced up still. Yes, okay. Just to kind of give you a heads up, James, we're a little bit further than we were, or we're actually not any further than we were yesterday when we let off. But, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was looking into controller drift stuff, and, there's quite a few different videos that I found on it, but it all looks pretty, like, technical, like you're gonna have to take apart the controllers and clean them out and stuff like that. So I've got another PlayStation 5 controller that I'm gonna do that on, aside from this one, because this one is just the right joystick, but that one is the left joystick. And I think what I'm gonna do for this one is I'm gonna go to Options, and we're going to go to Controller Horizontal Sensitivity and Aim Mode. We're gonna turn that down to like 30. That's a little bit better. There's like lots of movement, not as much movement. Let's try making it even lower actually. Let's put it down to like 20. Okay, that's quite a bit slower. I think that will kind of work as a placeholder for now. I don't know that I've seen this yet.
This is Win Salvador, head of Bureau Security.
It is not.
Making a formal security order due to the incident in April, case number 21HQ593. Improper use of the jukebox altered item led to 2 fatalities. We believe a pair of agents used the jukebox to travel to the quarter threshold and engage in inappropriate workplace behavior. An expedition team found them decomposing at the formation base a week later. At least we found out the jukebox doesn't bring corpses back when the song ends. I'm having the jukebox placed in a secure location in the executive sector. It should never have been accessible to low clearance staff in the first place. Relocation security and proximity to a high traffic area will prevent misuse while still allowing for expedition teams to access it when required. See me for any further details.
What the hell does the jukebox do? What the hell does the jukebox do? I really freaking want to know now. I don't think I have clearance yet. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm still like clearance level like 3. No, I'm clearance level 4, but I think it was like clearance level 5 or something like that. Oh, right, that's just music. I think the jukebox was, yeah, right here. Yeah, I do not have clearance for the jukebox. It doesn't even say what clearance level it is. God, I want to know. I want to know what clearance level it is. Oh, it's gonna drive me crazy. We'll figure it out later. Anyways, we're back. We're doing Control. We are, oh, research personnel protection. We're doing that. That's what we're doing. Research personnel protection, research parapsychology, so we need to go to parapsychology. Makes you dance forever or something, I don't know. I mean, probably. Knowing this game, you're probably exactly right, and that's probably 100% what it does. Okay, so parapsychology, so we need to go here, and then we'll go downstairs, and we'll go into that room, and we'll beat stuff up, I guess. Named enemies present a tougher challenge, but yield better rewards. Indeed. Okay, so let's see, this way. It's gonna be in this room. Yep. Oh my god, this is gonna be fun. Okay. Oh jeez. You guys really need to get away from those things. They explode. Yeah, Jesus. Stay away from it! Did I pass that or did I fail that? It felt like I failed it because I think everyone died. Yeah, I failed it because everyone died. How are you supposed to do that mission? Jesus. Oh, whatever. So I need to go to the threshold. I need to go to maintenance. I guess let's make our way back up here. Can I... I pick up pieces of it? No. Yeah. Screw the brain. Anyways. Fast travel. We're going to maintenance. Central maintenance is where we want to go. Really? I don't think I have anything at central maintenance. I think this is the closest. Also, really quick before I go there, don't I have some, don't I have some of these? Yeah. So maintenance incursion has charged. Executive incursion. Charge maneuvers. Using oh, I still need to... I don't have charge. What is charge? Using charge. Kill enemies in the executive center. Give me a sec. I'm gonna look up really fast. Control game charge. Okay, it is a service weapon. Charge maneuvers countermeasure. Charge as a weapon form you get later on. This is what charge mode means. It did the same. Okay, so yeah, it's a form for my gun, and I still need to get it, which is kind of frustrating because it still hasn't given it to me. Anyways, kill his charge in the maintenance sector without getting hit. So here I need to kill his charged while I'm in the maintenance sector. That shouldn't be too hard. Fast travel, and to the maintenance sector. NSC control room, NSC power plant. I want to go there instead. See if I can talk to my boy. The guy who's just like, yeah, I could do a desk job, but why would I? This is so much better. And it's like, you're insane. I love you.
You know something about Dylan. Is he here? Is he alright?
Oh god, where is he?
First. They'll help save everyone, including Dylan.
Where is he?
Once I find him.
Where is he? Where's my friend?
Safe. Like you do with me.
Okay, and just then we were talking to our entity that is inside our head. I don't trust going down to any area. Yeah, this drift, where it's going to the right, is really bad. I plugged the controller into my computer and I looked at what it looks like, and it's basically a very small line currently where it just slowly does this, but over time it's going to get much worse. Let's see. That's the sector elevator. And then I did the field training already. You don't need to be here. We need to be here? I don't know, I would need to be here specifically. Yeah. I don't understand. Maybe this way? Because this goes to Black Rock Processing, and that's where I think I need to go. There you are. You're dead. Oh geez, it's a sphere. It's like, or I could just keep missing. Jesus. You cannot control the spheres. Good to know. Had a controller that literally turned you into a helicopter. Its stick drift was so bad. Oh, so just like this, essentially. Because yeah, I've had ones that are that bad too, and I'm thankful this one is not quite there yet, but it's starting to get pretty bad. Because like aiming in this game is getting harder. So it's like I would like to fix this one as soon as I can. Oh, hi. Wondering where you were. Or not. Thank you. Yeesh. Where are the other enemies? This is such a small area to put us into. Oh, I have access to that now, because I've got access to level 4. Alright. And now I'm fully healed. Oh. But yeah. I did look up a tutorial, which actually, you know what? I'll post that really fast to you guys as well. Because it's all text tutorial, so there's no talking, so you can just kind of watch it, pause it as you need. And the guy does kind of like warn you against things that you might do that could cause problems, or break your controller. And you do unfortunately need some special tools to do it, but like, I think it's a good thing to kind of see and stuff. Did I pull that one off? You can. Interesting. So that way these aren't going and like trying to shred you to death. Those ones still are. Probably have to pull something off of that too. This is kind of cool. I like this. So we'll go across. We won't get shredded. Ooh, is there stuff down there actually? Can I go down here? Haha, I knew it. What you got for me? Ritual Impulse School. How do I get out of here? How do I get out of here? Oh, okay, thank God. I was like, there's got to be a way out of here. Boom, boom. Hup. Alright, I don't know what this does for me. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. What is the purpose of that? Do I need to have these all on for any reason? Let's... I cannot. I can pull that one back off, though. Okay. We're back up here. Oh, I needed to open something. So I'm gonna need to go down and grab another one. No. Thank you. Just hold this here for a moment. Oh my God, controller. Swear to God. Oh goodness. I recognize this. Ocean View Motel. I'm gonna go this way first. There's nothing over here, is there? Oh, maybe. 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 That sure is a hole. Where does that lead to? Oh my God, you're kidding me. That's hilarious. It just drops you literally right back into here. Oh, and then are we able to come back? I bet that's what it is we activate the Ocean View Motel, and then it'll move like one of those bridges over to here or something. And then we'll be able to come back down and actually reach it now. Interesting. I do kind of like that though. It does make the whole like the buildings alive thing feel more real. Because it's like, oh, you can't proceed until you do this thing for me because I want you to. And it's like, but you're not making me do anything. You're just making me go through hoops. It's like, yes. And I like making you go through hoops. Thank you for going through the hoops. And it's like, you're welcome, building. Jesse, I swear to God. By Jesse, I mean game. And by game, I mean controller. So, 1, 2, 3. Here we are. Need to get into this one. We can't.
They should be open. We're looking to get a room for the night. Hello? I don't think anyone's there, honey. Come on. We'll go to that motel we passed a while back.
That's hilarious. And also kind of terrifying. Okay. Probably have to do it 3 times because that's seems to be the gimmick. Oh, I got a message. Who did I get a message from? Ah, true. Okay. I'll have to take care of that later. Second door opened. Hmm. Oh my god, is this something where I'm gonna have to like make that room match the other room? I bet that's what it is. It's got both of them open. So the painting is fixed, the plant is over there, the chair is pulled out, so I need to pull the chair out. There we go. And now this door opens. We can get the keys. Cool. I like it. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Alright. Thank you. Alright. And then now that we've got the keys, we can come into the room. Let's make our way back to the room. And there we go. Now we've got our bridge. Bridge is still there for those two though, so we'll see. Ow. And we're fine. Beep beep. What you mad about, huh? My gun? What you gonna do about it? Make our way forward now without falling into an abyss. Yay!
Okay, we need to find a way to Blackrock processing. That's where Marshall said we'd find a prism.
Okay, thank you. Atlas theory. The Atlas is a physical expression created by the oldest house. Its purpose and function are currently unknown. Specific shape and dimensions of the Atlas, see file ATL03 for said dimensions, seem to indicate a more explicit purpose than the oldest house's usual walls, floors, or shifts. The Atlas changes form, but resists observation when doing so. No visual observation has been made during its change, and it only ever occurs between frames when monitored by surveillance cameras. A previous theory was that this change corresponds to house shifts and that the atlas is a blank of the blank itself. However, the shape changes do not occur at the same time as building shifts, which makes this theory doubtful. Structurally, the atlas is made of the same blank material as the rest of the oldest house. Further observation will hopefully aid in discovering its purpose. Just noticed the game audio is a small bit doubled. Oh, geez. Oh, goodness. I bet I know why, too. Let me see here. I don't know if there's a way for me to fix that very easily. There, hopefully that will fix it. Can you still hear me and stuff? Did that fix it at all? It fixed it, and you can still hear me? Or you can still hear me, but did it fix it? Yep, that worked. Okay. We'll find out later if that broke another thing that I tried to fix. Because, my follower slash... I guess just my alerts, period. The sounds weren't coming through. And I realized that that was because I had it set to monitor only for me. So I changed it so that it's monitor and output. So hopefully that way it's something that you guys will be able to hear too. But we'll find out, I guess. Is that seriously level 5 clearance? Really? Really? Level 5 clearance. Good noon, Shen! Hi, Pinky Dragon! I'm trying to break my way into an area that's supposed to be for level 5 clearance only. And, it's not. So, screw them. Shadow recoil efficiency, cool. Oh, is that a... But that's a radio that I'm not able to listen to. Well, I definitely can't listen to it now because I just broke it. Okay. How you doing, Pinky Dragon? Shatter weapon efficiency. So... This one? Yeah, recoil down. And then this is exclusive to Shatter Spin and Grip. Ammo cost per shot minus 5%. I'm confused. I'm not able to go that way. I guess I just go this way? Yes. And then I continue that way. Alright. And then... Oh, that's just me. Okay, I was like, who's running at the same time that I am? Oh, hi. No, be on my side. Be on my side. Come on, game. Thank you. Perfect. Come on. Let me through, please. Oh, jeez. Ow. Oh, jeez. I honestly don't know how I'm still alive from that. Okay. Is that it? Y'all dead? You still alive? Just you? Yep, looks like it's just you. I'm so sorry that I didn't get here sooner. And I'm not better at fighting. Let's get rid of all this junk, shall we? Speak with Arish. Arish? You're alive? And I still can't do anything. Nay! I still can't make charge. When is it gonna let me make charge, dang it? I also probably shouldn't upgrade this any further because I think at this point in time, it's like I can barely afford what... Well, I can't afford what it wants me to make currently. So... Until I start getting more of the entropic things, I should probably not upgrade that any further. Arish! Arish? No. Arish! Arish! Where's Arish? Where's Arish? I want to see my friend. Is he... I don't understand. I can't get through that. Seriously, Arish, where are you? Is there a way up over on this side? Yes. And I can come through on this side, of course I can. Shelter! What's in here? Stuff? C's accelerator. I don't think I even have C's. Right. Is that a personal thing? Oh, C's as in... Yeah, okay, never mind. I'm an idiot. Shield strength plus 28%, and it's only a level 1. No, thank you.
Glad to see you're still you.
What's up, Arish?
Medic, what's the
Ranger
damage?
Squad Charlie 7 returned from an expedition into the quarry threshold just after 0500 Zulu. Can you please state your names and describe the purpose of
We
your
are moving out, and I
expedition?
am not leaving.
Kevin Horowitz.
It's so hard to listen to both of these.
Our mission was to map quarry grid coordinates G29. Secondary objective, as always, was to find a route from the threshold entrance and maintenance to the formation. Secondary objective was not a success. What a surprise.
And did you encounter any previously unrecorded
the deal.
event or entity
Kill a
while
hiss,
inside
I buy
the
a shot.
threshold?
No,
Shell phone.
nothing. Do you think we should tell him about the mermaid?
Excuse me?
Yeah, the mermaid. Horowitz here found this mermaid in the quarry, just sitting on some black rock. She was singing this beautiful song, and he was overcome with desire. She was so alluring. I'd say she was more enchanting than alluring. Fine, enchanting.
Gotta love that dress.
Did you tell your CO about this?
No,
I'm not doing so
because it
hard.
didn't happen.
You're fine.
Nothing
Push through
happened.
this. The hiss
As
are the ones
usual,
doing the
the
pushing.
quarry is full of rocks. That's it. Can we go now?
Fuck you guys. Get out of here.
Alright. What's this? Marshal Trench's behavior. Or Marshal on Trench's behavior. Have you noticed the recent tension between Trench and Darling? Both been acting odd lately. Trench concerns me the most. His sudden hostility towards Darling's projects is very unlike him. He was the one to approve all this Hedron research in the first place, but after Darling unveiled those HRIs, he was livid. Personally don't see any reason not to equip Bureau staff with an additional protective device, especially not if it's as strong as Darling says. What do you make of this? Have you seen anything from either of them that strikes you as odd? Let's talk in person soon, before the next Bureau of Heads meeting. So Trench definitely seeming like he might not have been particularly great.
Hey, thanks for bringing down that... whatever the fuck that was. But we are barely holding on here, boss. How's the situation outside maintenance?
What do I tell him? The truth is harsh, but these people seem familiar with death.
The hiss are everywhere. Most of the Bureau is lost.
We need Blackrock Prism to make more HRAs for any survivors in the safe rooms. I'm here to check Darling's Blackrock lab.
So to recap, death, disaster, and imminent destruction. Another day at the FBC.
Welcome
Darling's
aboard.
lab is just past Blackrock processing. But I got good news and I got bad news on that front. Good news is, it's right down the hall. Bad news is, a Hiss monster has decided to move in, so that's great.
His monster?
Monster.
That's what the Rangers said. The ones that survived, anyway. We are just treading water here, and the Hiss keep coming. Salvador would know what to do, but apparently he took a security team into the containment sector just before the lockdown happened, and, well, no one's seen him since. But hey, at least we got you, our fearless leader.
They shouldn't rely on me.
They shouldn't.
They don't know me.
They don't.
They don't know how I've failed people.
Oh, that's not true.
You've done a good job here, Arish, but you should take your people and get to the base and executive. You can regroup there. I'll go deal with this monster. I'm getting kind of used to them.
Aye, aye, Faden. And be sure to put a bullet in that thing for me.
You got it. I'm not able to talk to him anymore. It doesn't seem like I am.
When can we get out of here?
You can get out of here right now if you want. Just leave. All of you guys. Probably should. Wait. That's slick. Okay. They have like a little animation for the gun appearing in your hand as you walk out of an area where it's safe. Kind of like whittle, and then it's in your hand all of a sudden. That's a door, okay.
Arish wasn't kidding about that monster.
Yeah. Yeah, there sure are a lot of dead people. This doesn't seem good. This seems very, very bad. Especially for me. I'm assuming I still don't have level 5 clearance. Yep. Freaking...
You showed me the HRA when I first got here, and the machine that makes them. Can you help me find a prism?
Where's the monster? So it's the main objective of this game? To take control. I mean, basically to drive out the Hiss and find our brother. Our brother is kind of the main purpose of what we're trying to do. Is, there was a incident when we were kids where we had a projector. Oh boy. You know what? I'm gonna stay over here and tell you really quick, Minky Dragon, before I go over there and activate whatever is about to happen in this room. But basically, when we were younger, we and our brother, in the town of Ordinary, found a projector. And when you would project the slides, they would open doors to other realities. And things came out of that door. Terrible things, scary things. But out of one of them came this swirly thing, our friend, who we have called Polaris. And Polaris has basically been living inside of our head ever since. Polaris protected us when we were kids. They drove the thing back into the slides. And shortly after that all happened, the FBC, the Federal Bureau of Control, showed up to our town, took the projector, and took our brother. We don't know why they didn't take us. Jesse hasn't really explained that yet. But, perhaps even stranger things? Yes, indeed. But, essentially, we have been looking for our brother ever since, and we've been looking for the Bureau ever since. And now that we have found them, we're in the Bureau, but terrible things are happening. Which, small spoiler, the Hiss is here from the projector. The Hiss is basically what came out of the projector. And, all of the other slides have been destroyed, except for that one. That I know just from watching other people play the game. But, we don't know that yet. We haven't gotten to that part yet. But, that's essentially what's going on. As kind of hinted to in that last thing where it's like, hey, like, there seems to be some tension between Trench and Dr. Darling. Trench was the last director. He shot himself in the head before we showed up and became director. And Dr. Darling was the head of research. A few weeks ago, Dr. Darling kind of seemed to just kind of like lose himself and pour all of his efforts into making HRAs, which are Hadron Resistance Amplifiers. They're the devices that everybody except for us are wearing on their chest. And that seems to be keeping them all safe from the hiss. They're not going insane. They're not losing themselves and stuff like that. And Trench was upset about that because Trench had already been corrupted by the hiss, unbeknownst to anybody else. I don't know why he shoots himself in the head. We possibly learn that later. We'll find out. But we're the director now. We have the service weapon, which is this gun thing. And if we weren't worthy of being the director, it would have killed us when we touched it. But we are in fact worthy of it. We are in fact worthy of being the next director. So we are the director. And we're going through and we're cleaning up the entire Federal Bureau of Control and trying to keep everyone safe and stop the hiss from invading. Alright. Oh boy.
What the fuck?
I've never fought this thing, so I don't know what to do. Oh. Whew.
Let's hurry up and find Darling's lab.
Not gonna lie, that was actually like genuinely a little terrifying. It didn't really do anything to me, but I had no idea what to do against it, so it was just kind of like, I guess just kind of keep an eye out for where it's supposed to be and attack there? Question mark? I guess I'm really glad that we have leveled this up to be max damage at this point. So, glad that that is maxed out and does a boatload of damage when we hit things with it.
There are areas in the oldest house where under the right conditions, when the frequencies match, other dimensions leak in. We call these areas thresholds. The quarry is one of the more stable thresholds in the maintenance sector. That's where black rock comes from.
You heard that too, right?
Dimensional matter.
Black rock
It
comes
has
from
the
the
unique
threshold.
property of blocking out a
quarry.
lot of frequencies. A
So
good thing.
the prisms must be there too.
Contained.
Jesse, I'm trying to watch something.
Think of it as paranatural lead. Our research involves many dangerous things we absolutely need to keep in check. That's what the Black Rock Line fire breaks are about. The panopticon container cells.
Sorry to interrupt, sir, but I need the code for the quarry elevator.
Oh,
Okay.
Emily. The codes. Black Rock 665.
BlackRock 665.
Neighbor of the Beast. Get it? We can do that again.
So 665. We need to know that.
Darling's key. This should get us in.
Clearance level 5! Clearance level 5! Oh my god, you guys. Clearance level 5. We can get into the quarry. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Alright, anyways. BlackRock has allowed the Bureau to make great strides in containment procedures since it was first discovered. This report will examine how its very structure is comprised of blank destiny that nullifies all resonances with a range of blank to blank hertz. Bureau innovations that incorporate BlackRock will be analyzed, most notably the fire breaks, feats of engineering designed to contain any future outbreaks, attacks, or other internal threats. The goal of this report is to encourage Bureau staff to explore further innovations using BlackRock, as work in that field markedly slowed in recent years. Jukebox time? I hope so. My god. I'm absolutely gonna go test that out and see if I can get in there. I can't do anything here. I can go into here though. Where's this lead? And that's just to call the elevator. And then where does this lead us?
Everything here is crazy. Weird, but it feels right. Like how the world should be.
Okay.
I am in an infinite building leading to different dimensions, and I never want to leave.
I have great news.
Even with all the horror, I'm happy. It feels sane.
I have great news for you, Jesse.
Just the right kind of insane.
You can never leave this building. You're not allowed to anymore. Not until the entire lockdown is lifted. Oh, hi. Level 4? Or did I see that wrong? Maybe he was only level 3 still. Yeah, that guy's only level 3, so probably only level 3. God, you guys are weak. Ooh. Threshold Remnant. Hi. Oh, we're relaxed again. Okay, so we're fine. Level 5, baby. Watch, we're gonna proceed somewhere and it's gonna have like even higher clearance and it's just gonna be like, are you freaking serious? Okay. And that leads us to, yeah, I think that's where it wants us to go, right? Yeah, that's where it wants us to go. So for now, let's not go there. Let's go somewhere else. Let's go to the NSC power plant. Why not? Which, thank you to Pixels for pointing out that NSC apparently stands for Northmore Sarcophagus Chamber. So there is a previous director in there who's just constantly exploding and providing power to this entire building, which is just hilarious and insane at the same time. Oh, that was interesting. Like a little bitchy slowdown in the run animation there. Yeah, she's like kind of janking about. That's weird. Alright. Fast travel. Central Executive. I want to see if I can get to the jukebox. Jukebox, 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 jukebox. Hi, guys. Jukebox is this way. Jukebox. Still now. Are you freaking serious? I bet you. If I come and talk to you, will you let me in? No! I agree. Here.
Hi, Jesse.
Hi. Hey, have I talked to her about all of these? I don't think I have.
I keep finding traces of Darling, but still can't find him. Where could he be?
But he's usually in his office in research or one of his labs. Dr. Darling has quite a few all around the Bureau. Could be hiding in any one of them. I check myself, but I don't have access to most of them.
You and me both, apparently.
Sounds like I touched a nerve.
He didn't let you into his labs?
Not all of them, no. Some had volatile material. It's ridiculous. I mean, this whole place is volatile material.
Yeah.
Could have at least thought of a more convincing lie. I mean, how can I work without access to all the data possible?
I like Emily. I'm gonna give her a promotion.
This place has a bad habit of moving around, huh?
So you notice the building shifts. Did you know that 39% of Bureau accidents are caused by the shifts?
That's
It's
hilarious.
true.
And
I
sad.
ran the numbers myself.
So they're dangerous.
Oh, very. Yet one time, a shark got shifted into a meeting room along with over 2,000 gallons of water.
That's
It was
hilarious.
a tiger shark. Darling's pet research project.
Why?
I forget what he was researching.
How do people work here?
Honest question.
You said you're an assistant?
Oh, it's just a title. I'm a scientist, a researcher. I work for Dr. Darling. See, when Bureau agents go out in the field, the sites of altered world events, we study the materials, the altered items they bring back. It's always something we've never seen before, and studying them requires new instruments, methodologies, sometimes entirely new fields of science.
Emily really loves her job.
See, there's no guidebook for what we do here. Everything that happens at the Bureau, including the science, is without precedent.
This reminds me so much of Annihilatino. It's fantastic writing. I really do love it. Is that the book you recommended yesterday? Because I thought that was Annihilation. Oh, is it supposed to be Annihilation? Yeah, Annihilation. The second book in the trilogy is even called Control. Well, I absolutely have to read them now. By Jeff Vandermeer. I will have to check that out for sure. Because, like, I love this style of writing because it's so silly and fantastic and over the top. And, like, to dive further into how this is supposed to be, like, a AAA SCP game, and it's like, well, it's a AAA game, though. Like, that's so weird. It's like, yes, but the studio that did this has done other games in the past where, like, the technical fidelity is so good, and like the bones and like the movements and like the character face animations are like really good, and they look very lifelike. And they do in this game too, for sure. But let's do Pope's role again. Watch her mouth movements, because they're not right. Like, they're way too big, and like she opens her mouth really wide, and it's on purpose. It's because it's supposed to look unnatural, because since it's an SCP game, everything is supposed to be just slightly off and slightly unnatural and slightly unsettling. And I didn't know that when I was first playing it. I was like, wow, this game looks really weird, like kind of off and bad. Like, I don't like it. But once I realized, like, oh, it's an SCP game, and like I learned more about it, it's like, that's fantastic. But like, here, let's watch it again.
You said you're an assistant?
Oh, it's just a title. I'm a scientist, a researcher. I work for Dr. Darling.
So like,
See, when
how
Bureau
you?
agents go out in the field, the sites of altered world events, we study the materials, the altered items they bring back. It's always
Back.
something we've never
Like
seen
really big
before.
A
Studying them
sound.
requires new instruments, methodologies, sometimes entirely new fields of science.
Emily really loves her job.
See, there's no guidebook for what we do here. Everything that happens at the Bureau, including the science, is without precedent.
And like, the thing that I love about it is that like your character still talks relatively normal, but like will have like some slight weird movements. But like Emily just is completely like weird the way that she looks and when she talks and stuff. Like, it's so fantastic and perfect.
What exactly is the Ocean View Motel?
That's a bigger question than you might think. You see, I have extreme doubts that the motel is a single place. I mean, look at all the doors inside it. Where do they all go? We know that one door leads to the oldest house, but how come we can only ever open that one door? Maybe to open a door, you have to have entered through it. So if every door leads to a different dimension, plane, reality, whatever you want to call it, then I believe that the motel is firm proof that parallel universes exist.
Does Darling agree with that?
I
Screw
haven't told
Darling.
him yet. I'm waiting until I can prove it.
And also, screw Darling. She should be the head of research because she's so cool.
What can you tell me about control points?
They're nexus points of the oldest house's unique energies. Now, I wrote a 30-page proposal hypothesizing that we could siphon energy directly from them. Darling didn't even get through the first page before he turned it down.
Right.
Bummer.
And, has anyone ever used them to teleport around?
What? No. What? I mean, you mean physically? No, not that I've ever heard of.
I've been doing
Why?
that.
Because that's how they work for me.
What? Really? Oh my god. More tests.
Let's hold off on the tests until later, okay?
See, I freaking love Emily. She's just like, what?
Right,
I have to test. I have to
mean,
learn.
this
It's like,
blows my
oh,
theories
I love you
right
so
out
much,
of the
Emily.
water. I love it.
I love Emily so much. She's such a great character. Emily and Jesse, like all of the characters in this game, are so good and so well written. And I also love that most of them are female. So, is this another research thing for me? Do I get to read more? Linguistic ability. Analysis of Hiss Threat Part 2, confidential. Researchers were sent to transcribe the recursive chant repeated by the Hiss entities. In the interest of safety, this was done with the non-aggressive floating Hiss entities. Gotta head out, I'll be lurking. Thank you so much for the lurk, Pinky Dragon. Thank you for coming by. Have a good lurk. This was done with the non-aggressive floating Hiss entities. However, no distinction between this repeating phrase and the one repeated by the more violent Hiss entities has been observed. Gonna go buy like 50 Pokemon cards. Heck yes! I hope you get some good ones. And because I'm very selfish and that I love this Pokemon the most, I hope you get a couple Ninetales cards in there. So, beautiful Pokemon. Wonderful Pokemon. Love Ninetales. What is the purpose of this repeating string of words? Is this how Hiss corrupts individuals? Does the chant produce a physical effect? Is it a message? An incantation? We were able to record a first-hand recitation of the chanting. See the corresponding audio record. Refer to file blank for full report. Do I have that audio file? Oh, Black Rock. Resonance.
Resonance is the key. Vibration, frequencies, waveforms, fields we didn't know were there. It's physics.
I don't know that I say in this one.
These fields in complex interaction, altering reality that comes to contact with them. Hedron is communicating with me. It's trying to warn me of something imminent.
Ooh.
I've been using every known method to analyze the data. Exposing myself to it. I'm seeing things and overcome by compulsion. It's not just data, it's protection. It's benign. We are about to be exposed to a different kind of resonance. Hostile, viral, invasive resonance.
The Hiss.
That's what the Hedron resonance amplifiers are for. Taking the protection Hedron can provide us and keeping us from being wiped out.
Well, I'm glad I went and I found that one and I watched it because we had not seen that one yet.
Ranger Squad Charlie 7.
And we listen to that one.
This is Lynn Salvador, head of Bureau Security. I'm making a formal security order due to the incident in April.
Yep, we listened to that one too. Okay. So that's all of those. It's distorted. Oh, Jesus, is that what that thing was? So, field research on Hiss entity, Hiss distorted agent confidential. Hiss distorted agents are able to render themselves invisible and emit a powerful concussive blast when in close range of their target. I'm glad we didn't get close, Jesus. Curiously, the Hiss distorted is apparently not able to utilize both abilities at once. It must make itself visible when it goes on the offensive. Good to know. If we can see it, that's scary. The Hiss distorted is unique in the fact that it wields a paranatural ability previously unknown to the Bureau, perhaps tapping into a yet undiscovered object of power. How does this invisibility work? Does the distorted become resonance temporarily? Does it use Hiss resonance to reflect light? The physical deformation of this particular Hiss entity is noteworthy in its thoroughness. Clearly, a human host would have died from such extreme alteration, which prompts the question, are the corrupted simply animated corpses? Refer to the file blank for full report. Yeesh. Alright, let's see here. Objects of power. Objects of power holders 665. To the other / blessing. We hold the reign / law. We are failing in translating hyperreal concepts. Secrets / instructions will be lost. Ignore this message. Okay. Ignored. Alright. Interesting. Wait, what? What? Research, 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 research. But I don't want to ignore it. Me neither. I'm right there with you. Ritual division. Okay, well I'm glad that I can literally just teleport right there, because I'm gonna need to. Don't know that we're gonna get this done in time. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. Hey, we completed it in time. I'm glad that it was just those 3 things. Oof. Alright, so maintenance, we need to get back there to do the Black Quarry research thing. Pretty sure we still can't, yep, make anything. Yeah, we need entropic echoes, basically. Yeah, or remote thoughts, but I don't think we're gonna get any of those. So, hear me out. What if we do the opposite of whatever they say? You know what? I kind of like that idea. I kind of like that idea. What if I just keep doing this or something? Like, I think they want me to go back to where I was, which I don't actually fully remember where that was, which is bad. Yeah, like way over there. Wasn't there somewhere? The Astral Exhibition? Maybe that's where it was? I think. No, not this place. There was somewhere where I was in research. That's what I should do. I've got an idea on how to get to where I want to go. Central Executive, and then we'll just take the surface elevator. Or the sector elevator, I mean. Yeah, this guy right in front of us. Thank you. Bye. And then we'll go to the research sector. Maintenance sector access corridor. Ooh, I'll have to go there at some point. And then the containment sector. Oof. I'm actually kind of curious if I can just go to the containment sector, because I'm curious. Go to places out of order. Okay. But here, that mushroom slash burnt area, like way down there. Hey, hit the guy behind you, please. Okay, cool, thanks. Would you cut it out? Cool, I'm glad that I missed. Thank you. Uncool. Oh, he just fell down there. Alright. Yeah, this area right in. Because now, we've got the clearance to go into that room. So what if we go into that room? Will there be something in there for us? It's like we go in that room, there's nothing. Just a thing that's like, if you came here this early in the game, you're an idiot. And it's like, cool, thanks, game. No touch. Okay. Yeah, right here. But get.
Area's under quarantine. I wouldn't go in there without talking to Underhill first. Even if you have, I still wouldn't go in.
What are you guys doing here?
Excuse me? Are you lost?
Who the hell are you? Is this where I was supposed to come? Anyways, Dr. Darling's recently penned essay titled Blank Blank contains some glaring omissions that I feel I must shine a light on. Firstly, the entire premise of the essay is that the quarry threshold is beneficial to the Bureau while the mold is actively hostile, to use his words. We cannot determine the worth of these dimensions and their life forms using bureaucratic definitions. Secondly, the mold is much more beneficial than some rock. If the blank creating the mold were reconfigured in their purpose, the structure they could build would rival the greatest skyscrapers. The mold's resistance to various strains of disease we've attempted to introduce could be derived into blank. Yes, admittedly this application is more difficult than picking up a rock and gluing it to a wall, but I pause to wonder when the Bureau lost its eagerness for a challenge. Who the hell are you? And why are you here?
Do you normally barge into people's private workspaces?
She clearly doesn't know who she's talking to.
Shouldn't you be in a safe room? Why? Because of those hiss things the Rangers keep going on about. Haven't you people sorted that out yet? The situation down here could spell doom for the Bureau.
You mean this mold?
Correct. Perhaps you could help me. I
don't
require
like her.
samples of various mold strains, and the mold has made the environment far too dangerous for me to fetch them myself.
Yeah, I don't like her.
Really? Mold samples? I thought this could spell doom.
It could, and it will, whoever you are. The mold is spreading. We need to find the source before it spreads too far.
And these samples will do that?
No. Samples of 5 unique strains, when blended properly, will allow you to travel deeper into the pit where I've pinpointed the approximate location of the source of the mold.
Interesting.
Okay. So what do these samples look like?
Similar to the one on my table there. I've made a list of the samples I need. Here. You'll find them throughout the threshold.
I'll take a look. My name's Jessie, by the way.
I'm sure it is.
My god, the attitude on this lady. I love her. Anyways, I hated her, but now I love her.
Have you worked at the FBC very long?
Not long enough to understand their inane methodology. They want me to solve the mold, but how is one to solve anything when the basic molecular structure of this fungus is an utter enigma?
Oh, sorry, are you asking me?
It's rhetorical. The Bureau wants to control, not comprehend.
I mean, that's the name of the
To
control.
answer your question, I'm a seasoned threshold researcher that's been brought in on a provisional basis to resolve this matter.
That's all you had to say.
But if she did, we wouldn't have gotten all of her flavor.
What have you learned about the mold?
Firstly, the term mold is a gross oversimplification used only to ease communication. That said, the mold itself appears to be the product of complex microorganisms. They spin the mold, building structures like minuscule cities, swiftly colonizing our dimension, and the speed of these tiny engineers relative to their size is simply staggering.
So it grows fast.
If you're not going to listen, then why did you ask?
So the mold is coming in from where?
We don't have a name for the threshold dimension.
The origin point has been identified, but the density of the fungus makes it impossible to enter. Even if we could, I speculate that we would only find a reality entirely subsumed by the fungus. Total decomposition.
It's weird how excited she is, right?
No.
What do you know about the hiss?
How could I know anything about an entity I've only just learned of? This is exactly the Bureau's problem. My work is always interrupted by these superfluous matters.
Okay, I don't like her anymore.
Just keep your HRA on and I'm sure you'll be fine.
This crude thing. I thought it was Darling's idea of a practical joke.
Not quite. Just keep your head down while I handle the hiss.
Alright, well.
I need to get going.
Try not to transport any spores outside the infected areas.
Well, I'm definitely going to be getting more of the spores for her really quick. Underhill checking in. Hello, Raya. How's it going down there? Enjoying the mold so far? Settling back into life at the old FPC? I also want to ask how your coffee with Emily went. She's a star on the rise, incredibly bright, extremely intuitive. But I want to hear what you thought of her. Thought you two could be very good on a project together, could learn a lot from each other. Let's get together and chat about it soon. Anyway, sorry for the interruption. I'm sure you can think of anything besides the mold right now. You always were a woman of focus. I always admired that about you. Talk soon, Casper. Alright, let's see here. Type A grows fresh near corpses, grows near toilets, grows near televisions, grows near staircases, and grows near the pit. Alright, so...
I hate guard duty down here. This place is fucking weird. This is not...
So there should be some toilets around here. In here? Hello? Hey, seriously not break through that? Oh, whatever. Seeing that I cannot break through that. Is what a quitter would say. Okay, I actually think I can't break through that. Where the hell is the mold? Is it not here? Well, whatever. Let's try and get some of the other ones, I guess. Don't see any molds down here. Oh. Are these not TVs? Like, does this not... I figured this was the threshold. Is this not the threshold? We need to go further in? Is this just an example area? Is that what's going on? Hello. Okay. Okay. I'll be right back, everybody. I'm going to pause really fast. And I'll be back in just a sec, so I'm not even going to bother going to BRB. Alright, I'm back. Yeah. Nothing up here.
My family had black mold once. Bleach did the trick.
Good
Has
afternoon.
Underhill tried bleach?
Or is it morning?
Yeah, see, she's still being nice. She's greeting us and stuff. So she may be absolutely absorbed and very, like, full of herself, but
Smells so sweet down here. Suddenly I'm really hungry. I wonder how this mold tastes.
wait, are there no enemies down here yet?
People?
There no enemies down here now? Huh. I'm going to assume that there are no enemies down here now. It's kind of nice. Considering how hard it was to get through here the first time. Okay, still gotta watch out for that though, because that's dangerous. Yeah, it's not good. Oh jeez. Okay, so that hurts. Is also precisely why I'm lovely down here. Picnic basket procedures. What? Item to be stored in a black rock panelled cell. Keep away from lab animals when not in use. Description / altered effect. A simple worker basket with cloth lining. With cloth lining. No food items inside. The item produces a hypnotic effect that solely affects non-human animals, forcing them to congregate passively around the object. Animals from every genus and species that have thus far been tested are susceptible. Single-celled organisms do not appear to react to the effect. Appendix 6/97. Item was taken to a forest upstate for testing. Results of the test provided contradicting data. Some of the attracted animals exhibited hyper-aggressive behavior. The exercise unfortunately resulted in blank. Further testing should be restricted to a more low-risk animal species with medical staff on standby. Okay. Got an intrusive pattern. Got an astral blip. How far am I able to go before this hurts me? Not that far. Great. Well, that's not very good. I guess. Oof. Sorry, Emily. Or not Emily. Sorry, oh my god. I can't remember her name now. All I can think of is Emily. I know it's not your name. Oh. Oh, that. That's what I need. Right there. Need that. Those out of my way. Okay. Huh.
This looks like a good one.
Okay, so we got the one that's near the pit. We know what they look like now. Controller, I swear to God. Oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez. Okay. We need one that's near staircases, still. This is not a staircase. Wait. I see a toilet. More toilets. Is there one nearby here? here, maybe? Yep.
Gross. Underhill is gonna owe me for this.
She will, don't worry. She'll get you back. Gets you back pretty well, as far as I remember. I think you get the ability to... Oh, jeez! There are, in fact, still enemies. I was not expecting that. That scared the crap out of me. Yeesh. Oh, so much for that. Let's see. Which one is this? Let's see. Grows near staircases, grows near televisions, grows near fresh corpses. Maybe corpses? Or no, near televisions, yep.
One of Underhill's samples.
Oof. Oof. Heart rate is settling down a little bit. Now I bet one of them is over there. Ow. Okay. Got a kiss from Lou, everybody. Hup. Yeah, I really need to get this controller fixed. Yeah, I was thinking of using the other controller because it doesn't have right control stick drift, but it does have left control stick drift. And that's just worse. That's just worse. So, decided against it. Okay, let's see. Wait. There it is. Nope. Right there. Come on.
Found one.
Alright, we just need the one that's near active corpses. Yeah, this is a control point. I thought so. What is this place called? This is the active threshold. Okay. No music for us, unfortunately. This is absolutely going to be where it is. And there it is.
This looks like a good one.
Alright, we got all of them. Let's go talk to Underhill.
That's all 5 samples. I should get these back to Underhill.
Yeah. Let's do that. That's way too long of a drop. Please don't spawn any enemies for me to fight. I don't want to fight more mushroom enemies. They're really hard. Yeah, I think this is technically optional. Like, you don't have to do this. But I would like to, because I would like the ability to go everywhere. And this is how you get part of the ability to go to places. Where... Oh, you come down from here. Okay. Right, okay. Yep, get back up that way. Hup. I'm sorry, Jesse. I'm so sorry. Jesse Faden. Jesse Faden. That's her name. Okay, we are able to make it back.
You look like a woman with mold for me.
I am a woman with mold for you, but first I just noticed that there's all this stuff that I want to read first. Mold threshold. Do you want to know how my mold research is getting on, Casper? Here it is. Microscopic organisms similar in appearance to blank construct the architecture of the mold. You don't understand if these blank are the original disseminators of the mold or bitten by some fungal infection. The mold is the most prolific and durable organism I have ever seen. I theorize there is a mold source located somewhere on our side of the threshold, would adhere to accelerate growth in our dimension. I've heard of this yet unknown source is Mold 1. The mold produces an enticing aroma to encourage human consumption of itself, propagates in the chest cavity, and quickly subsumes the entire body, seizing control of motor functions. This behavior was not observed when I first arrived, which means the mold has adapted to our presence, targeting our biological imperatives as a way to spread. It's a truly ingenious little thing. A full report will be ready soon. Keep your slacks on. Yep, I think I do like her after all. And nope, that's it. Alright.
Director.
So you do know who I am then?
I found all 5, but I kind of wanted to eat them.
The mold has that effect on some people. Likely due to the fact it's not actually mold or even of this dimension. I suspect it is the result of 2 incompatible molecular structures, one dominant, coming into contact. I call it mold or fungus because it's closer in appearance and behavior than anything else we know. Except perhaps bacteria.
She reminds me of my old biology teacher.
Did you happen to meet any more members of my ranger detail?
I didn't see any rangers. Just walking mold people. Unless...
Yes. If you found mold people, you found my rangers. I refer to the creatures as hosts. They, like other unwary agents, succumbed to the appetite. But that's nothing for you to worry about. The pill I'm about to make with these samples will make the lower level perfectly safe to traverse. It has the added benefit of immunizing you against the pit's toxic spores. Now leave me to it.
You, Dr. Undertale. Time to finish the antidote. Alright. So I'm glad that I came here early.
Try not to transport any spores outside the infected areas.
Yes, ma'am.
Be careful down there. We don't want to have to come save you. Serious.
Excuse you. Excuse you. Do you know who you're talking to? That's what I thought. Anyways. Need to get this power up turned higher. I think that's going to be my next one that I level up a whole bunch, is shield. Unless I get levitate sometime soon. Because I really want to get levitate. Level it up a whole bunch. But I feel like shield is way more broken than I'm giving it effort for. Or than I'm giving it credit for. And I need to get it leveled up a lot. Especially if I can get like the ability to shoot the shield. Oh, excuse me. Once I get that, it's basically just... Wow, really, Jesse? Just hitting everything that's not the enemies with your stuff. Good job. Hold on. Hello? Hello? Thank you. You're off. Okay, I can see why that would be something that I would want to be able to do faster. And I'm dead. Great. Well, I'm glad that we did the opposite of what they said and instead went to where there was mold to be done. Oh god, it put me back here. Well, I guess at least we can say that we're done with this one. Yay, shield best. Let's see. Hiss distorted. Kill hiss distorted. We just get a random rare weapon mod? Okay, alright. It's really easy. Just kill one of them. Actually, wait, what is the hiss distorted again? The hiss distorted is... Oh. Maybe not then, because that's going to be a much more rare one than I thought it was going to be, because that's going to be like a boss specifically. Never mind. It's Rangers. You know what, I think we'll just leave it at the 2 that we've got right now. And then for what we should be doing... I thought we needed to be in maintenance. Don't we need to be in maintenance still? Or do I not have any... Oh, I'm currently on that still. Okay. Well, yeah. Fast travel. It's... Oh, it's like way over there. Well, let's get back to the power plant and then we'll make our way to the elevator and make our way over to where we need to go. I am really curious if we are going to get enough points to level everything up, because, like, we're not that far into the game, but if it is definitely, like, only as you do missions kind of thing, it's like, am I going to get enough points to do everything then? Because... What? No, that's mine from this morning. They're about to accuse me of taking her lemonade cup from last night and just leaving it on my desk. But it's my lemonade cup from this morning. Because lemonade's delicious and wonderful. Are you serious? What is this? What is this? And where is this? Oh, is that more mold? That's more mold, isn't it? Can I even get in there? I can get in there. Aha. It's a terrible idea. Let's not go in there. Okay. This is not where I thought it was, but interesting that this place exists. Where does this even lead, actually? Where does this go to? Okay, yeah. NSC energy converters. I've been in there. I don't need to go that way. Isn't there like an elevator over here somewhere? Maybe it's this one? No. Yeah. Start bringing to the door. Oh. Hi. I'm glad that I came this way. How is that not counting as me killing them? I'm killing them. That is infuriating. I have been waiting to do that mission for so long. I can't do it with my freaking powers? That is stupid. It's counted power kills for every other thing where it's like kill a specific amount of things. I've been waiting forever for those enemies to spawn here. Good pain in the butt. Well, I guess I know that I just need to like walk into the corners and then they'll spawn, apparently. Is that from... Yeah, that's from one of you guys, okay. Also, still very confused. So, that's where the energy converters are. This is where... Oh, there it says elevator. I'm an idiot. Yep, here it is. Boop. Blackrock Quarry. And I bet... No, it really does just go up. Interesting. Weird. Anyways. No gun. And we can't even crouch. Terrible. Yeah. Alright. control point. Should have come here and done this. Freaking pain in the butt. Okay, so note to self, if I see Hiss charged in this area, I'm not allowed to kill them the easy way. I have to do it the hard way with the gun. The freaking preschooler or something, I don't know. Something insulting. Oh, hi. You're not a Hiss charge though, so... Bye. Are you winning, son? I'm not your son, but I am winning. Loser. Oh, I'm already out of combat. That was easy. I don't know, I saw you die not too long ago. Beyonce, you weren't supposed to tell people about that. Come on. NSC. Here it is. Yep. Dynamic Energy Extraction and Conversion, Blank Sarcophagus Container, NSC. The NSC was designed by order of Deputy Chief Trench shortly before he became director. Container provides a safe method of extraction of Blank's excess energy output while acting as a humane way to house him. The coolant pumps keep the container and its Blank from overheating while the energy is siphoned. The energy is then conducted to the converters, where it is rendered into a Blank through the use of turbine generators. The electricity produced powers the entire bureau, making us completely self-sufficient and effectively invisible on the New York City grid. After NSC-01's disappearance by some unknown manifestation of Blank's power, the occupant was restrained and a second model was built. NSC-02 possesses built-in spatial anchors that are designed to prevent any translocative effects from its occupant. Refer to file 923-0544 for full report. Let's see. Hydrate, fool! Okay. Yeah, it's Sammy treating you. I mean, I haven't really used it for much. If I get rated, we'll see if it works for the one thing that it's currently set up for. Everything else, I don't have set up yet because Sammy is really, really freaking hard to do. Since that was the first Hydrate Fool, I figured I would take a very big gulp, so. But yeah, as it is right now, Sammy is literally only set to do an automatic shout out once I get rated. Aside from that, it doesn't really do anything. So, because I couldn't figure out how to get the alerts to go off, but I think I might have fixed the alert sounds. We'll find out if I get any alerts that go off. But, yeah. Is there a lower level? There is a lower level. Can I jump down there? It's down there. Anything here? Anything interesting? Anything? Anything down here? Yeah, I think the run animation is slightly off on purpose now that I'm watching it. It's like she's running, and then it's just like every now and then. Alright, and then I guess I can use these to get back up. Alright. Maybe this is just how she runs. Could be. But it does look slightly off, and that is kind of the entire point of every animation in this game. To be just slightly off and off-putting. And this is where I came from. Hooray. Let's heal. Why not? Poof. Astral Constructs. Can I make anything while I'm here? Nope. But any of these? Nope. And away we go. Okay. I want to go on that one leading out. I have to explore that later because I'm really curious where that goes. It's going to turn out that that's where I'm supposed to go. Somehow. Knew it. Fan supplement. Supplementary materials. Extract from... What? Extract from formal interdepartmental complaint. or extract from formal interdepartmental complaint. The notion of fan death has now become widely known in the region, since foreign investigator Blank met with a local journalist to explain how electric fans operate at speeds that may suffocate users by overly disturbing the air. As our agency is still young, we must take care to avoid missteps. Any explanation given to the public must provide sufficient yet vague rationale that will reaffirm their certainty that ours is a stable, controlled world. We must tread carefully, especially in this increasingly technological world, with the radio and other innovations allowing information to travel at speeds previously undreamt of. This is precisely why we must insist that our department handle all communication with public bodies. With all due respect, William S. Powers, Head of Department of Public Knowledge and Diversions. I love it. So basically, something got out about fans suffocating people. And it's like, that's not how it's supposed to actually be. We weren't supposed to let that slip. What the hell is wrong with you people? Level 5 clearance, baby! Oh. Give me just a sec. Got it out of the text. Oh, from my mom. Hey Lou, you're gonna enjoy this. Literally just a text from my mom. Worst idea ever. San Pellegrino cherry pomegranate. ... It's so bad. It was really bad. If you guys drink San Pellegrino, for the love of all that is holy, do not get the cherry pomegranate flavor. It's terrible.
Elevator's broken.
Like, really, really bad.
Gotta get down the old-fashioned way.
Fun. We're gonna be falling in a moment. Tastes like caffeinated cherry cough syrup. It really kind of does. It's really bad, everybody. Like, do not drink it. It's horrible. You know what, actually, I'm going to go ahead and respond to my mom and just be like, yep, I agree. Just going to be like, glad you agree. Because it's really bad. Okay, right, we need to go down. This is gonna be fun. Under here, under there. Oh, got another text. Seriously, from my mom. Yeah, it's really, really bad. Oh? Oh boy. Well, I need to kill you without getting hit, so... And I'm not allowed to use my power, so I may as well kill you from far away. Dorks. Let's see, is that the only hiss charge in this area? Looks like it. Drop down onto this. Walk over. Oh, geez. That hole is there on purpose. Yeesh. Any more hiss charged? I don't see any more right here. Don't fall off. And then on this level. I feel like there's got to be more hiss charged somewhere. Yep, there they are. We'll get to a point where I can shoot them. Already on this level that I'm about to drop on, so we're safe to drop to here. Come over to here. Yeah, that guy's just kind of a trolling. I think. You're not specifically going under me, are you? No. Okay, good. That would have actually kind of disturbed me if it was. It's very upset. I guess I could drop onto this and then... Yep. Oh, gotcha. Somebody's already dropped onto that one. There's another one further down. Another couple further down, I bet. No! God damn it. Shoot. Alright. I guess maybe not. No his charged after all, it looks like. There we go. Bet the elevator works now. Okay. Curious. Yes. I'll be right back, everybody. I'm going to take a quick break to go to the bathroom. And we'll be back in like 3 to 5 minutes. Definitely feel free to go to the bathroom yourselves, get a snack, get a drink, and we'll be back in just a little bit. See you guys soon. All right, we're back. So, looks like we can go into Black Rock Quarry. We can go up the elevator. Anything over here? Doesn't look like it. And we still haven't gotten any points, I'm pretty sure. I don't think we got any points for that. Yeah, no. Still don't think we can make anything either. Yeah, we need entropic echoes. I've got 2 corrupted samples. I just need entropic echoes, basically. And then same thing for these, basically. Entropic echoes, corrupted samples, entropic echoes for that. So it's not letting me upgrade crash, or not crash, the shotgun one, whatever that's called. Shatter. It's not letting me upgrade Shatter, which is interesting. Really figured it would have by now. Oh, that killed him. Oh, too much for that. Where are you shooting from? You're shooting from behind me. Oh, I don't have any. There. Oh. I've got a friend. You're all screwed now. Good job shooting through the wall. Yep, he's about to die. Well, c'est la vie. Should probably start getting rid of some of these, yeah, weapon mods. I'm starting to get really full again. So let's see, rate of fire, we can get rid of that. Damage, get rid of that. Recoil, yeah, thank you. Fire control on low health, I hope to never be on low health. Accuracy. Damage against enemy armor. 39 is higher. Projectile spread, no thank you. Projectiles fired, no thank you. Reload speed, nah. Exclusive to spin, rate of fire, no. Exclusive to pierce, zoom, no. Exclusive to shatter, 16. Maybe that might actually be better than our current one. Headshot damage plus 81%. We'll keep that just for now. We'll keep that for now. Accuracy, this is spin. 19. 12, yeah. Projectile spread minus 7, no. Ammo cost per shot minus 5%. We'll hold on to that for now too. Don't want that. No thank you. No thank you. And damage while aiming. Alright, and then personal mods, we should also modify these or get rid of some of these. Evade cost energy. No thank you. No thank you. No thank you. No thank you. I don't think I'm ever going to use those. Shield strength plus 46%. We'll hold on to that because that feels like it's probably the best one we've got. Same for that one. No thank you. Wait, what? Wow. It's so good, you guys. Anyways, health plus 20%. No thank you. Efficiency. 16 is still better, so no. 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 Yeah. Alright. We're good. Ooh. Lots of ways to go. This way seems to be the longest, and even has like a little side thing. Yeah. Let's go this way. Hey, hey. Quarry equipment order. We need additional diamond blades ASAP. Continuous rim this time to get the clean cut research wants. This black rock shit is tough. We're going through blades like we're made of the damn things. The dimension for these slabs of black rock they want are outrageous. For all the grief they're causing me, these fire breaks better fucking work a treat. Go ahead and double the last order. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Are you serious? We don't have a protective area for this one. I mean, hopefully that stays down there, because... Oh, but that's where I want to go. Wait for 5 seconds and now you're playing Tomb Raider. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's making noise and it's scaring me. Okay, so it's just down there. I'm not playing Tomb Raider, I'm platforming. Where is the terrifying thing? It's right below me. Yeah, that's where I want to go. And this thing is going to be in my way, isn't it? Does it not chase you that far? Is it literally just protecting that area? Yeah, it's literally just protecting that area. Go, 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 go. What's back here? Oh, fun. Okay. Threshold remnant, dodge efficiency. Ooh, dodge efficiency at like max? Oh, no. Also, I still don't really care because it's just dodge efficiency. Then we've got damage while aiming, still high up. You know what? Pierce. Damage while aiming plus 24%, so may as well make it plus 28%. Why not? And then we can get rid of that one. Yeah. God, grip is like literally the worst one that I have for like upgrades. They're all like really low level. Just damage and then damage against enemy armor. That's so sad. Well, c'est la vie. Linda, I saw David last night. I was working late in the quarry when he stumbled out from behind some black rock. Looked like hell. Called up medical right away. He was half starved. He's been missing for 2 weeks. I guess it's not a surprise. While I was waiting for someone to come help, he kept telling me about some carvings. Something about an ancient tree. Couldn't really understand him. When the medics came, they brought security. They grabbed David and hauled him off. They interrogated me for a couple hours about what David had told me. Anyway, I know you're on the next shift, so I thought I'd leave this for you. He was your husband. You have a right to know. The way security was acting, well, I'm never going to see David again. I'm so sorry, Linda. Burn this after you read it. B. Interesting. There's nothing here. Don't see a tree. Curious. Also very depressing. Alright, now we get to run back past that thing. Ah! 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 No, 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 no. Go back up, 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 up. Thank you.
Whoa. Not what I expected.
I have a feeling that that's another one of the things that's upset. Did I have to come this way then? I feel like I had to come this way. Oh, whatever. Okay. They're taking minimal damage, essentially. We can't get under that. That's going to be fun. Yeah, that doesn't seem to be a thing that's upset. That floating rock. Yep, nope, that's just floating rock. Okay, get up there. Whoa! Okay, that's pretty. Did I miss something up this way? Yes, okay, right there. Is there anything even over here? Square base. Oh. Research hiss nodes. No thank you. Maybe I'll get to that. Yeah, we're absolutely getting into the main area here. I'm in a cave. I am in a cave. And this game came out before Elden Ring, so the stars in the sky is definitely a thing that they did not steal from Elden Ring. Hey, research. No smoking reminder. All Bureau personnel are reminded to kindly not smoke in the quarry. Even though the quarry area is technically an outdoor space, it is still a part of the Bureau, and therefore no smoking rule does apply. Not only is it considerate towards your fellow employees to refrain from inflicting the harm of secondhand smoke, it's also prudent to avoid any risk of gas fires, unforeseen threshold reactions, and possible creation of altered receptacles. Under no circumstances should cigarette butts be left in the quarry. Thank you for your understanding. So this is technically outside. That's amazing. I love it. Not in a cave, we're outside. Activate that so that we can go out, because I bet that. Yep. So if we had tried to come this way, we wouldn't have been able to. Where are you? Where are you? Is this going to be like a hiss distorted? And it's invisible? mean, I guess I wouldn't until I got too close, but still. Well, we're walking normal again, so I guess whatever it is, it left. Maybe if I go back in, it was in there. It's up over this way. This is the other path, right? Yeah. This one's also not accessible. So we actually went the way that we were supposed to. Hooray. Yeah, because we could not have opened this from the side. Yep, there we go. And there they are. Gotcha! Missed you horribly. Still more. Activate the explosive to excavate the black rock. Okay. Fun. Guess we're gonna blow this up. Oh, jeez. Huh. You can break their shield. Interesting. By shooting it. Or maybe I can specifically with that one because of this gun. Is this? Yep, that's hiss. Charged. No, no. Ow. I'm dead. The worst part is that I absolutely probably could have handled that. And the reason that I didn't is because I wanted specifically to get the mission for killing 5 of them without getting hit, but I still got hit, so what was that? I just walked through like a big hiss thing. Really? No fight this time? There we go. Okay. Where the heck did you come from? What's up? Okay. It's just a lot of the time when you come nearby, it's because you had something that you wanted to ask or say. I'm not getting health pickups because I'm not nearby. Okay, now that I've killed 5 without getting hit. We can get back to doing this the fun way. It's effective and good. Energy renewal. Ooh. Energy renewal. Energy gain from headshots, of course. That's never happening, game. I'm not able to do that because my controller sucks. Hey, seed speed level 2. Still higher than the seed speed level 3 that we had. Yeah, that's so sad. Okay. We've got controls to activate the bombs, I'm assuming. Or the explosives, whatever. I'm assuming I'm gonna need to do something with these first. Yep, looks like. Oh, wait. Energy cell right there. Don't even have to go that high up. Quarry incidents. Incident report quarry operations. During my weekly safety inspection to the quarry threshold, I discovered the entire crew in a state of blank. The whole team was blank, aligned with and staring in a uniform direction, the city in a distance. Despite my most vocal efforts to gain their attention, they remained blank for more than blank minutes until I had to resort to literally blank afterwards. They were dazed and could not provide any rationale for the behavior or any specific memories of engaging in it. My official recommendation for any crew working in a threshold area is to either shorten the length of their shifts or to carry out mandatory psychological evaluations on a weekly basis, or preferably both. Maybe we should order another expedition to the city. City? Alright, let's blow this up. Sweet. Love it. Like the black rock from the excavated seam? You mean all this black rock, or you mean this?
And there it is, right where you led me. The HRAs, the prisms, they mean something to you. I need to get this prison to Marshall before it's too late. HRAs, then Dylan.
Alright, it's running time. Are there multiple of those things? Seizure warning for anybody. Oh god, there are. Seizure warnings for anybody that could be susceptible to those. These things are very flashy, and it's kind of annoying that you cannot get rid of them or like make them not like that. I do believe that the game developers were also kind of uncool about it too. And we're like, well, if like, you know, it's something that you've got problems with, then you just can't play the game. And it's like, wow. Very, very cool of you. Alright. Let's not go that way. Oh, geez. Hey, I'm over here. Please. Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, I think I get why this is here now. And, yep. Right back into both of them. There's 3 of them over here. These things are mild. First, let's get our health mark. And then... hello? Hello? I guess I'm glad that they're containing themselves to there and they're not coming out. Oof. You don't need to be all all tense anymore. We can stop with the tenseness. Also, considering that we still don't have charge, I'm starting to understand why it gives us a level 5, like, upgrade thing. Because I have a feeling we're not getting charged until, like, end game, essentially. Excuse me. Alright. Okay. Huh. Actually dodging now. There we go. There's the sphere. No, it actually. Moved to there. Oh. I guess we can only hold it for a specific amount of time. Good to know. Freaking right control stick, I swear to God. Alright. You're dead. Or not. Guess you're no longer in your chair. You're welcome. You're all just like, woobala woobala. I really need to get this controller fixed. Crud. I think that's basically what I'm going to focus on doing for the rest of today, is I'm just going to focus on trying to fix this controller. And my other PS5 controller, because, it'd be nice to have 2 of them. Okay. And then I wanted to see... we can climb onto that. Let's find out. Oh ho, yes. Okay. Does it just lead up to here? Okay, so we can get up to this one, which I believe this is one where there's a thing that crumples down from the floor above us. Yep, right there. Interesting, I totally didn't even notice that this was here. I was running around it last time. We can come down to this level. And this one goes even further down. Interesting, interesting. This one does not have anything on it. Headshot. Hey, what's up, Kalefingers? Thank you for the raid. Welcome on over, everybody. Welcome on over, raiders. My name is Shengraf. We're currently playing some Control. I am complaining constantly that my right joystick is drifting like crazy, and it really is. It's super frustrating. But yeah, aside from that, this is technically the 4th time that I've played this game, but the first time that I have gotten this far. I've tried playing this game multiple times, and I've never been able to, like, get past a particular spot. Howdy do, 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 howdy do. And Shen, hi Ace Fawn. Hope you guys are doing okay. Hope the crossword continued to not be terrible. I'm hoping that it was not bad, and that it was actually a good crossword for once. Ace Fawn, say howdy do, WTF. Ace Fawn do what they want. Oh yeah, welcome on over. Give me just a sec here. I actually saw that you were doing something else. You were doing... Oh, you were playing crosswords. So you were just doing the crossword. I'm hoping it didn't take that long to continue on. I'm not saying that it's a crime. Oh, I'm not saying that it's a crime. Was how do you do like one of the just crosswords today? We did a couple. Oh, did a couple crosswords. Ooh. Well, heck yeah. Welcome on over. I have no idea where I'm going, actually. I should probably pay a little bit of attention over that. But yeah. I'm hoping that the Sunday New York Times wasn't horrible. Yes, it was. And I was very mad. That's not how you spell howdy. Oh my god, it was an answer. Howdy do was an answer, LMAO, and it was spelled like that, which is dumb, instead of howdy. Yeah, that is very dumb. I'm right there with both of you guys. Alright, we finished this one, so we got a shield boost. Yay. His Rangers, still not doing that. Ooh. Another charge one. Charge into the field. It's the art of commercial war. Kill enemies with service weapon in charge mode. So that's 2 now that we have, where it wants us to use charge, which we still don't have. We'll take it. Also, congrats on affiliate, I officially finally say. No worries. Thank you for the congrats, and congrats yourself on affiliate. High fives all around on that one. Also, actually, Kale Fingers, I guess I should ask you on this because you might have some stuff set up, and if not, then maybe we can figure it out together as like we're doing more affiliate stuff. Yesterday I said that I was going to get a whole bunch of stuff set up in Sammy, and the only thing that I have set up is the automatic raid thing that went off when you first raided in, where it's just like, hey, thanks for the raid from this person, go check them out, say hi to them and subscribe to them as well and stuff like that. They were recently playing this. And that's the only automatic thing that I have set up from it. It's apparently something that you can also do where like you can set up triggers for like points redeems and stuff like that to play sounds. But apparently you can also set up like triggers for... Lou came over and peered around the corner, so she's probably got something to say about this. We'll continue on in a moment with that. But I think you can also set up stuff for alerts, like if I get a follower, if I get a subscriber or something like that. I have no automatic setups, lol. I really need to work on that. Yeah. And currently I have... Hi Lou! Hi Lou from Ace Fawn. You can set up Sammy to send chat messages? Yes, you can. That's what it did. If you scroll back up to when Kalefingers rated over, it automatically gave him a shout out so that you don't have to. And so that I don't have to. It just does it automatically and is like, yo, go check out this good person. They're fantastic and I love them. I have alerts, but they come from Streamlabs, not directly from Twitch. Same here. Shen's had access to Sammy for like 1 day and he's already better at it than I am. No, I'm not. I don't have any sound effects set up for my stuff. No, I've been trying to figure out like what sounds do I want to put on there, and like I've been trying to figure out how to get it to like play the sounds, and it's just not working.
I'll look at it.
Anyways, hi Lou from Kalefingers. Whoa, very cool. Let's see. I need more sound effects, redeems, and stuff like that. Same here. Just been so busy, I haven't had time to set it up. But yeah, I've got to get a whole bunch of different things set up, and I still haven't yet. And I currently have all of my alerts through Streamlabs, but they don't always work. They don't always make sound. Like raids are supposed to make a sound effect, and you raided over just now and there was no sound. The only way that I noticed that you were raiding is that my chat started moving really fast, and it's like, okay, something's going on, somebody's typing a whole bunch of stuff, or like something weird is going on, and then I peered over and it's like, oh no, a raid's happening, okay. But like, other than that, I would have had no idea. And it's really frustrating because like I've got like a sound effect set up for it. There's supposed to be a message that appears when it goes off, and like none of that is happening. Lou is looking very sad at the thing of garlic salt. Before you mentioned that we were low on garlic salt. I'm pretty sure it was before, wasn't it? Oh well. We also didn't get you any more coconut milk. Anyways. Where am I headed? Probably to Central Executive, because that's where it says that I'm going to. Yeah, I need to speak with Marshall in Central Executive. Right. yeah, we can update each other in Discord as we figure new stuff out. Hi. So what's setting it up, or what's... So setting it up to do a media restart didn't work. Oh, is that what you... That's right, that's what you showed me how to do. Okay. So I'll have to do that then, probably. But, I showed you! You did show me. I'm a complete idiot, I forgot. That's what I was doing. I was like, what else am I checking here? Part of me wants to see if this is done, but I have a feeling that it's not, since it still says give Dr. Underhill time to finish the antidote. I'm gonna go check in. Fast travel. I guess I could go to the active threshold. Why not? Let's just go to the active threshold. But yes, Calfingers. And actually, for Discord, you shared your Discord link, but when I clicked on it, it didn't work. So if you've got a Discord link that you want to drop in chat here, like, that's perfectly fine. Like, I want to join your Discord and stuff. And then my Discord, like, it's literally bare bones. It literally just has a general right now, and only Lou's in there. And I need to make a Discord still, so it's non-existent. I don't have a Discord yet. I do, but I don't. But I do, but I don't. Oh, curse word, thanks for letting me know. Discord links are so stupid, I don't know why they expire. I agreed. I've noticed that they expire, and it's just like, but why though? Like, why? Huh?
You can make it so they never expire.
Lou is saying that you can make it so that they never expire. I don't know how to do this. It's on the invite menu, apparently. I don't know how to do that. Anyways. Lou's just gonna shake her head at both of us and be like, you guys are both stupid, and it's like, yeah, we don't know how to Discord. But yeah, if you've noticed that the camera is slowly going to the side there as I was climbing up, that was the joystick just doing what it wants with drift, because I am not telling it to do that, and it's super frustrating that it keeps doing it. Let's see. Let's see. I can't complain. How many times has Shen taught me stuff that I did not remember? I mean, do you still not remember how to calculate a tip? Uh-huh. No. You don't divide it. You can multiply it.
But then you have bigger numbers.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Lou was very close. She remembered way more than she usually does. Anyways, let's see. Discord links are so stupid. Every Discord starts small, don't worry. I thought I did put... Apparently I didn't. SMH my head. But, LMAO, I put it on my phone calculator every time I tip. I refuse to do anything else. Oh no, it's super easy. The way that I always recommend people calculate a tip is take whatever you purchase or whatever you paid for it, move the decimal place 1 over to the left, and that's 10%. And then if you want to do 20%, just multiply that by 2.
Synthesizing the samples.
You finished? Glad I came and checked.
Do you need something?
I need to get going.
Try not to transport any spores outside the infected areas.
I guess she's still working on it. Bummer. I'll keep waiting, Dr. Underhill.
Sir?
You got a problem with me, you two? You got a problem with me, you two? What I thought. Anyways. Let's see. I just let Shen deal with it. He's the one paying anyway. I mean, true. According to a Reddit post from 17 days ago, it is no longer possible to create a permanent Discord link in regular servers. Interesting. Also good to know. I wonder if it has to be a community server then, because I think Lou has a community server set up right now. So maybe that's why they're able to make a permanent one. Alright, last time I came out of that hole, I died fighting these enemies. Let's see if I die this time. Oh, wait, I still have Pierce on. I need to take Pierce off. Let's put it to... You know what? Let's put it to Shatter. Why not? How are you not dead? How? Yeesh. Where's the ball? Hi. You got very close. I don't appreciate that. Can I control you? I can. Oh, you guys are screwed now. No explosives for whoever that was. Excuse you. Yeesh. Anyways, let me see here. I'm totally falling behind. Let's see. Sometimes having them be permanent isn't great because bots and trolls and stuff. Depends. Also, yeah, it might be a community server only thing. Yeah, that makes sense, Lou. I just can't be bothered to make new ones all the time. Sick in my head. Very fair. This game looks sick. I never played it. This game is very sick. It is awesome as hell. I'm very glad that I'm like actually able to play through it this time because I've tried so many times and it's never worked out because like I've never upgraded myself in a way where I'm like effective against enemies. This fight I probably would have been bashing my head against like 12 times before just giving up in the past. But now that I've got this maxed out, like this power for damage, it's much more manageable. Like fighting enemies is like actually possible. It's fun. And I'm having a great time. Like, it's so good. That said, I really wish my right joystick wasn't slowly doing this to me. Because, like, let's see if I can... Yeah, there we go. So I'm not holding anything on my right joystick. I am just trying to go to the side. And it slowly was like, let's just curve slowly but surely. And it's very frustrating. I think what's extra frustrating is that it seems to especially happen while I'm moving. And it's like, oh, is it only while you're moving then? Like, could that be what the thing is? And it's like, I promise that it's not because it happened in Elden Ring 2. And it was really bad in Elden Ring. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, it's really bad. Okay, Discord link should be updated. LOL. Do you want to post it? Because I don't know where the Discord link is to like go back and click on it. I'm sorry. Maintenance, major targets. Why not? Let's take it. Oh sure, I didn't want to self-promote in chat. I'm promoted. That's okay. Maintenance sector. And I'm going to click on that really quick. Don't mind me, everybody. We're probably about to get a whole bunch of lag. Apologies. So I'm kind of just pausing and standing right here, not doing anything other than looking at maintenance sector and research sector and all that jazz. Come on, Discord. Come on. Come on. The downside is that I have like 50 billion tabs open in Firefox and I really need to close them all. Loud noise time, loud noise done. No worries. And if I closed the tabs in Firefox too, I'd be able to use like the actual browser rather than like a incognito browser for like pulling up my Twitch when I'm streaming and stuff. Invalid invite. This invite may be expired or you might not have permission to join. Kale fingers, why? Why kale fingers? You might also need to check to see if it's something where like we have to be friends on Discord with your invite. Because I don't think we know each other on Discord.
This should get us into the quarry.
Oh, indeed. Let's see. Hennessy energy converters. I got a kiss from Lou. Quickly, Blackrock processing, Hennessy power plant. Okay, how about this? Let's try that one. Huh? What? Oh, the bridge? Because there was no other place to put it. If I put it on the bottom, then it squishes everything there, and then I can't see everything that I need to see. Loading, loading, loading. Loading, loading, loading. Lou's judging me, guys. It's fair. My stream layout is a... I know that you've got yours right there. Yeah. Loading, loading. Loading, loading. Loading, loading. But yeah, I tried to turn down the aim sensitivity when in aim mode to counteract how bad it is right now with the drift, and it's still not helping. Did the Discord link freeze? Firefox seems to have frozen. Wait. Oh. Still an invalid invite. Oh, let me try clicking continue to Discord and see what it says. Universe just doesn't want you to join my Discord. Apparently not. It's like secretly we're both supposed to be rivals and we don't know that yet because we're too friendly with each other. And then there will be some like anime-inspired inciting incident. And we'll be like, oh, now we've got a fight or something like that. I don't know. When you have so many Firefox tabs open when you're streaming Shen. I mean, I don't usually have these open. Usually this is closed and I've got Firefox open in incognito mode so that there's only the tabs for my stream open. Yeah, it's not working. I'm going to close out of that Firefox and I'm going to regret it later, but that's fine. To flex his RAM. Yeah, his RAM is going to be flexing all right, LMAO. I mean, I do have a ton of RAM in my computer. If my computer was a newer computer, it probably would kick the butt of your computer, Lou, but it's not. Yeah, I've got tons of RAM in my computer. I've got like... I want to say I've got 30... No. Yeah, I think I've got 32 gigs of RAM. I was going to say 36 and my brain's like, that isn't divisible by 8. Let's see. Shen is not having a RAM emergency. I am not. Shen, I was so close to messaging you last night about... Or to ask about computer help, LMAO. You told me, yeah, during your stream. You mentioned that. I don't know that I would have been able to help, but like I definitely would have tried. So. Hennessy control room, energy converters entrance. I guess here would be the closest one. I was losing my mind. I'm glad that you figured out whatever was giving you grief. Because it's always frustrating when like you can't figure something like that out, because it's just like, for the love of God, it shouldn't be this hard. Why is it this hard? And then it just keeps getting harder and it's like, oh. Okay, so I'm noticing that whenever I come to these, the enemies are like way higher level. That thing is upset. That stupid orb. I swear to God. Oh my God. You people need to get out of my way. Give me health. Give me health. Get back here, you. Oh God. You're level 4. You are. Damn. Trying to get him under my control. Why are you still alive if the mission is over? Okay, mission is no longer going. I've got so much element, jeez. Yeesh. Let's see, a little gremlin with 50 tabs open to investigate the problem. Never want to read about drivers ever again in my life. I mean, I feel you there. I have to tell a story actually about like one of the places that I used to work in just a sec here. I just want to finish reading the rest of chat. Drivers are the stuff of nightmares that they are. Understand hardware for the most part. Software is black magic. It really is. I started installing all the drivers after installing my OS, then my screen just went blank, LOL. I shat my pants just a little bit then. I mean, that's basically what happens. But, back when I was still in college, I was working at NAU in one of the departments called the Lead Center, and I was like basically that department's IT person. And the frustrating thing is, going off to the side, I was a student worker, but I was doing IT work. I didn't specifically work with the IT department. I worked for that department, and I was like an IT liaison essentially. And one of the programs that they did, which was super cool, I freaking loved this program, is the STARS program. And it basically reaches out to minority groups for juniors and seniors in high school and helps them build resumes, helps them like get their applications out to colleges and kind of figure out like what do they want to do after they're done with high school. And one of the parts of the program is that they give them like laptops to kind of like do their work and like make things. Ooh. I'm gonna hold on to that for now though. But they give them laptops to kind of like work on their stuff and figure everything out. And one of the things that I had to do was make a ghost program. And what that essentially does is it's a install file that you can just put into a computer. And you say, install these programs, install all of these files, install all of these drivers exactly like this for every computer. And if you know the exact hardware specs, you know all of the things that the computer is going to need to do, it's super easy to basically take one computer and then set it up to be on multiple computers really, really fast. And one of the years that I was working for them, they asked me like, hey, which laptop model should we go for? Should we go for this one or should we go for this one? And I looked at the specs, I looked at the programs that they wanted to put on there, I looked at everything else, and I was like, okay, I think you should go for this one. And they were like, haha, psych, we're actually going for this third model that we didn't even mention to you that does not fit any of those specifications that you want us to be getting for you. And it's like, cool. And they're like, and we ordered 50 of them, and it's like, cool. I'm glad that you guys did that before consulting me about it. Didn't my PC blue green yesterday? It did blue screen yesterday. Or not yesterday, it was actually on Friday. And the reason for that was that I told it to go to sleep, and then I woke it up. Fun thing for Windows 10, don't tell your computer to go to sleep. Never tell it to go to sleep. It's a terrible idea. But anyways, they got those laptops, and I started getting all the programs together on it as best as I could. But one of the drivers that didn't work was the internet driver. And it would not connect to the internet through wireless. And there was no Ethernet port, so I couldn't plug it in to an Ethernet cable to get it to, like, you know, get on the internet that way. So the only way that I could get drivers onto it was to download them onto another computer that had Ethernet connected or wireless connection, put that onto a thumb drive, and then plug the thumb drive in and then try it that way. And I tried every single driver that Dell had on their website for this, and none of them worked. None of them worked. And I tried calling Dell support, and they were completely useless. They were like, oh yeah, drivers, like, you know, that's this thing. It's like, you guys don't even know what drivers are. Oh my god, how do you have this job? And I took it to my boss, and this is why, Kale Fingers, I told you that the ultimate solution is turn it off, turn it on again. I went to my boss. I had turned it off and turned it on at least 15 times at this point. Take it to my boss. I'm like, hey, I cannot get this to work. It's not going to work for our purpose. You need to cancel that order. We need to get different laptops. And he said to me, in my eyes, dead face, well, have you tried turning it off and turning it back on again? It's like, sure, I'll try turning it off and turning it back on again. So I turn it off, I turn it back on, and it fucking works. And it's like, I fucking hate this. This is the worst. It's so annoying, and I don't know how, but black magic, it worked. It was the most obnoxious thing ever. So yeah, computers are very fascinating. They're fantastic. I love them. They suck. Yeah, I finally got most of the drivers installed yesterday, but I was just missing one, and it seemed crucial for display. But the driver download wouldn't work. In the end, a Windows update is what did the trick. Yep. Swearing. Yeah, whatever. I currently have my thing like flagged to be mature, so until we move on to something else that's not going to be like mature only, we'll be fine because the game is swearing itself. So, all right, let's go speak with Marshall.
Faden, did you find a prism?
Where are you? Marshall? Marshall? Oh, you're right here. Okay. I'm confused. The disco links. Or I'm confused about the disco links, but I sent you a friend request, Shen, so I can directly invite you after that. Perfect! I'm gonna talk to Emily before I talk to Marshall. Because I like Emily.
Hi, Jesse.
Hi, Emily. Never mind. We have nothing new to talk about. That
See you
sucks.
soon. Be careful out there.
I will. You be careful in here. Okay.
Collins, any word on survivors?
We've located numerous safe rooms with survivors inside.
Had to take a detour into the quarry, but
Once we can
I
safely
found
bring
plenty.
them out, survivors will be escorted here,
Here.
straight away.
I love the fact that the other guy was still talking.
Immediately. I promised I'd tell you about Dylan once you helped us.
This is it.
Our brother. Our brother.
She knows. 17 years I've waited.
That's a long time.
Brother is here. He was once known as Prime Candidate 6, codenamed P6.
We already knew
brought
that,
him
but
here after the
well, I knew
ordinary
that.
event. He was groomed to be the future director. He had talents far beyond any other candidate in the program.
Of course he did. We found you together. We share a bond. Are you with him now?
so you kidnapped him.
We took him in. Your parents vanished along with every other adult in Ordinary. Eventually, his power changed him. There were casualties. He wasn't fit to be the director.
Did you know about this? Is this why you didn't bring me here sooner? Were you keeping me away?
Where is Dylan?
He's kept in the containment sector, in the Panopticon.
My brother. I thought we were the same.
We're not.
What if we are?
We're not.
I'm going. Now.
I expected as much. I need to go check on something. Something I cannot let the Hiss find. It shouldn't take long, but you must watch the Bureau while I'm gone. And remember, Dylan is dangerous.
Currently.
Do not let him out, Director Faden.
No promises.
How do I make her stop calling me that? I'm not here for them.
Well, you are, though.
Nothing simple here. These people took my brother, but they've accepted me without question. Are they my enemies or my friends?
Kind of both.
I need to see Dylan. I need to know. I wish you could tell me what you know, explain things. Just stay with me, okay? I could use a friend right now.
Jesse. Uh-oh. Hey! We got 3 ability points. That's so little.
I wonder if other species would verbalize the hiss resonance like human hosts do.
Okay. We've got a couple missions. I want to go check on that again. astral constructs. Certain resources / loot can be constructed / crafted into mods / forms. We advocate / facilitate this at control points / menus. These will only be available / exclusive for Director. Interesting. We can do that right here. Ta-da. Yeah, we can make more of those. We still can't make anything else there. Got more points to do these things. It is kind of frustrating because I do really want to get this and that, because that will be very useful. I also definitely want to get down to here because I feel like that will be the most broken thing ever, is we can just pull up the shield and then regain our energy. And then once we're done, we can release it and like do a whole huge barrage thing. Like that sounds busted. Yeah. I think I'm going to start working towards that. Because, like, more energy, more energy, more energy, whatever. Also, I do find it interesting that the last energy upgrade only costs 2. Since it's like, yep, you get 10, 20, 20, 20, 30, 15. It's like, doesn't feel like that last one's really that worth it. Let's see here. I guess let's... I don't know. Seize duration also seems like a good idea, but like, I don't know. Yeah, let's get shield. Good. Boom. And then I guess we could get that one, or I could just keep holding on. Well, it's almost certainly going to give me 3 points, at least, next time that we get a level up. So I guess I could either hold on to it, like, to get that and this, or... Actually, I guess I could get that and that if I hold on to it. Well, no, because 3, and then I would only have 1 still. I'm gonna hold on to that point for now. I don't have any other outfits still. Alright. Not able to go anywhere else yet. I guess let's once again go to the active threshold. I did that last time. It's this way. Okay. My brain's like, I guess since I'm going to be teleporting once I'm done, I may as well just rush. Because if I get hurt, then it's not going to do that big of a... or be that big of a deal. Because... once I touch the control point to teleport, then it's gonna let me heal fully and stuff like that, so... Part of me wants to try connecting the other controller just to see how bad it is, but like I know it's gonna be horrible.
I finished synthesizing the samples.
Okay.
Do you need something? I need to get going.
Is there somewhere in here that the thing is?
Spores outside the infected areas.
Because you're saying that she's finished the stuff, but it's still not here. Okay, I'm back for real now. Thank you for coming back. How you doing, Lou? Got tasty food. I'm gonna work on stream stuff, but I'll be in and out of chat lurking. Thank you for the lurks, and thank you for hanging out. That lady, I swear to God. Also, I found that rant earlier funny because legit all I heard was you swearing, and I was like, oh! You mean the rant where I was cursing? at the end? Yeah. That was me talking about a old thing that I had to do at one of my jobs that was related to tech stuff, and it was infuriating. I see. You know, I keep fighting you guys, and you keep just coming back. No, thank you. Don't feel like it. Can't force me to. You really can't. You can try all you want. It's not gonna work. Alright, bye. He was running into a corner there. That's hilarious. Alright. Bye. Executive sector, and we will go touch the control point there, and then we will heal, and then we will go to where we want to go for real. As I was to say, I believe is containment, so. No hiss followed me in, you guys are fine. Okay. Am I able to go to the jukebox yet? I'm so frustrated. I want to know what the jukebox is. I want to know what it does.
You heard, right? She's the new director.
It seems like it teleports you places, but like where? Okay, and then I know we need to go to the containment sector. My brain's kind of like, I want to go to the maintenance sector access corridor. I'm curious what that is. I don't think I've been here yet. And since it wants me to go to the containment sector, I don't want to go to the containment sector, if you know what I mean. Oh, I have been here. Okay. Yeah. 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 I opened that already. I do have access to all of the doors now, though, so I should probably like make my way around and check out like all the rooms that I couldn't get into before. I say, while I fight with this joystick that's driving me insane. My god. Ugh. Part of me is tempted to end stream early just to see if I can fix this controller, and then if I can, stream later today. Like, not gonna lie, that's how bad it's starting to become. Yeah, what you gonna do? You can't get me. You can get me. I love how you can control those. Like, why? They're going to explode. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know what? Why not? Let's turn that one off. And then let's grab the other one, because I've got it on my desk. And see, now I've got this drift problem. But you'll notice, this seems much more smooth. Because I'm able to control it now. But yeah, this is the downside to this one. I'm not pressing anything on the left control stick. So Sony, you really need to fix your freaking controllers, because crud. It's bad. Oh, and oof. That's just really bad. Yeah, that's unforgivably bad. Oh god, have I not seen this one yet? I don't think we've seen this one yet. I also think it might be glitched out, which is just like the Threshold kids. Well, we may as well do that super quick. Because no way am I playing with that controller, because that's just even worse. But, hydrate, fool! And stretch, you got it! PS4 controllers feel cheap and too light. I love Xbox One controllers, adore my Forza Starfield ones. But this is a PS5 controller, that's the thing. And my PS4 controller I've had for like almost 5 years, I want to say, if not longer than 5 years, and it still works just fine. I love my Pro controller, but apparently I am an outlier in that regard. Also, hi Ocean! Yes, hi Ocean! I need to save up for a PS5. I want FF16 and Spider-Man. Heck yes! Yeah, I feel like this is a broken one, so that's great. Switch Pro controller is great. I also beg to differ there, but I think the one that I got might also just be screwed because I got a refurbished one from GameStop, which was also a mistake. Never do that to anybody. And, wow, I didn't know that I could come back here. This is kind of silly. But, I got a refurbished one from GameStop, and it is horrible! Bummer the West doesn't get the custom PS5 bundles with the unique plates. Yeah. It is a bummer. Can I come through here? I can. Is there anything in here? Doesn't seem to be anything here. I love it, but I do think it's smaller than other ones, so I get why some people don't like it. Yeah. Love you, Shan, lurking, but I had to let you know you were cool. Aw, thanks for the lurk, Alice Moonflower. Hi. Very nice to see you. But it fits me just fine. Hi, Lou. Hi, Alice Moonflower. Okay, so I've been to both of those. Where am I going in here? Is there nowhere to... Oh, right, Artie. Or Ati. Other missions to do? Put a mess, clear the clog.
They are very good listeners. You can tell them anything, or you can sing to them. They like that.
Put a mess, talk to the plants. So I get little side missions. That's cool. I love it. I'm absolutely going to do these really fast. Let's see. In research. So I need to go back to research and kill all the guys there and then probably talk to the plants. That's hilarious. Okay. And we're not going to go that way. We're going to make our way. What the heck was that? I see it being highlighted. Bummer. I was wondering if it would blow me up if I shot it. Alrighty. Hi Alice! Hee-woo! Wow, I can't spell today. Hee-woo! It's okay. It's okay that we can't spell. It happens. I need to find my way back out of here. Let's see, that's the janitor's office. This is where we came from. This is literally where we just came from. That's to him. That's to that. That's to that. That's to those. It's that way. I always get lost when I come here. That and those. Where am I? Ah! Wait. Wait. Here we are. And of course there are more enemies. There are always more enemies. Guys are down here. I guess I'll just shoot you then. Excuse you. Cut it out. Anybody? Nope, we're walking normal again, so nobody here. I almost missed another room that I can come into now. Actually, I feel like I should check the clog one because I feel like that's in this sector. So I might want to do that one first. Let's check that really quick. Old growth, no. Yep, clear the clog. Yep, in maintenance. Thought so. That is where exactly? Down over there. Right, okay. I don't know that I can actually get over to there, though. We'll find that out in a little bit. But how is everybody doing now that everyone is here? We've got Alice Moonflower, we've got Ocean, we've got Lou, we've got Kalefingers, we've got Ace Fawn, we've got everybody. Everyone just hanging out. Still waking up. That's very fair. Have some chores to do. I also have chores that I should do, but I don't think I'm going to do them because I really want to get my freaking controller to work. And then play some Dragon Age Inquisition. Heck yes! I am feeling sick, so that I had to cancel stream. Oh no! I hope you feel better. Feeling sick is never fun. Canceling stream is even less fun. Just came in here to watch some cool Control gameplay. Heck yeah! I hope you enjoy. I'm gonna make my way to here, and I'm gonna try and make my way over to that little question mark area. That's what I saying. I hope you feel better. Being sick is never fun. Can I get up there? Oh, I don't want to get up there anyways. I want to go this way. So, into here? And this way? Yep. Okay, and then down and around over this way. Oh. Do I need to go up there? Because I don't think I can yet. I'm going to assume I don't need to go up there. I just need to keep going this way. Yeah, I think I just need to keep going this way. I had to take a stream hiatus myself. Mental and physical health should always be paramount for us. Yep. Very true. Never stress yourself out or stream to a point where you can't and make yourself sick, because that's not good. Okay, so we're in the coolant pumps area now. I just need to find where the clog is. Or this way. Sorry if I'm moving around while the map is up, everybody. Consecutive hiss nodes. That's
Hello
nice.
Again, Mr. Clog. You've really let yourself go.
Oh, geez. Yeah. It's gross. Hey! Okay. This is what I advocate for. That's why I stop myself when I feel sick or way too upset. Very true. Very good. It is very important to take care of yourself, and if you're not feeling good when you're going to be streaming, you definitely need to take time for yourself, because you don't want to be upset and just exacerbate the problem when you're streaming, so. Alright, anyways, Simulacrum AL53, or AI53KE. Grind culture sucks too. It really does. My brain's like, do I want to talk about this on stream? It's like, something that I wish was not the case was having to work for your livelihood. And I think that everyone should be basically given food, given place to stay, and given the basic necessities of life for free. And not everyone agrees with that, but I feel like that is how it should be. Everyone should be given that for free. And then anything extra that you want, you kind of have to work for a little bit. Like, or like provide some service to be able to like have access to it. And even then, like, I still think that you should be given allowance to be able to afford some things without having to do any work. So that, like, if I wanted to play video games, but like there's not much that I could do to like earn money to get the video games, I don't have to like kill myself to get them still, kind of thing. I take care of myself so I can feel good to stream, as it's one of my biggest stress reliefs. I do not grind streams, instead I do them because they make me happy, and I know others benefit from them as I do from my friends' streams. Exactly! I agree with that one. Yeah, universal basic income would be very nice. But like also just income to be able to afford like things for the side. And actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna take it back. I don't think you should have to like pay for anything. I think you should get to work for whatever you want to do, and everything should be available for you for free. You should be able to access anything for free, because people are still going to just want to work and do things. And if we provide services that are necessary for people for free, and things that are fun for people for free, then they're going to start working on things to better everybody's lives. Be it art, or like self-expression, or even just like better technology to make things run even better. Like, I changed my mind. I don't think you should have to work to like be able to afford to get like slightly better things like video games or anything like that. You should be able to get everything for free. Screw that. Everything should be free. Food, water, shelter should be free, period. Yes. Groceries are expensive as hell. Absolutely agree on that. This sounds like hell yeah, speaking the good words out here. Yeah. If you need it to live, it should be free. Star Trek was right. A post-scarcity utopia is possible, and we should make it happen. We really should. Because there is no scarcity. We force scarcity into existence by making supply and demand be choked on purpose. And it's stupid. Anyways, I should read this. No unique procedure required. The item's form is different than any previously reported. Then make note, or if the item's form is different than any previously reported, then make note describing the new form. Description / altered effect. The object's true shape and appearance are unknown. It has been known to take form of the following objects: rings of keys, lunchbox, wrench, microscope, stapler, glasses, mail tube, spoon. The item is able to adapt or adopt the physical form of items in its immediate vicinity. The item is capable of limited physical movement, repositioning itself whenever it changes form. This only occurs when it is observed physically and digitally. Because of this, the transition between shapes has never been observed. The setting formula I.14 or I.32 causes the item to reveal itself by shuddering. Background. The item was initially discovered within the Bureau itself. Whether an agent brought it inside, intentionally or otherwise, or it resided here prior to the Bureau's arrival to the oldest house is unknown. Interesting. We're truly in our Ferengi era. We really are, and it's very frustrating. I would like to no longer be Ferengi. Profits should not drive everything. And the fact that the Ferengi think that they should is proof that they are very basic and stupid. And I, for one, would like to not be like the Ferengi. Okay, so there's a power thing there that I need to get, but I don't have access to any of them. Oh, do I need to climb? That's what I need to do. Okay. And then there's a power thing on the other side of that. There's a power thing right here. If I smack that on there, I can access this one. Can I get through there? I can. Do that. What does that give me access to? I don't know that it gives me access to anything. Does that give me access to anything? No. Let's pull that off and let's put it back on here and see if that gives me access to... it does not. Well then, I have terrible news for you. Come here. Haha, you thought. Okay, we have activated the draining pump. Or actually, we're about to. Go to the lower level and push back the clog. Alright. This is going to be very gross, so I guess warning / trigger warning for that if anybody gets grossed out easily. This thing spews out liquids and stuff like that, so And it also makes very gross noises. My god, it is so impossible to aim with this right control stick. Oh! Oh! Do I just need to hit it? No. Okay.
Goodbye, Mr. Fogg. I sincerely hope we never meet again.
We will. Probably. And I get more ability points for doing these. Okay, I'm glad that I came to do these. Because I think that means that I now have 4. Which means that I can go level up my shield thing again. And then for singing to the plants, we absolutely want to go do that. Also, I'm glad that we came here because we got to see that fun little thing about the water cooler. Hi! Ay, ay, ay. This game sometimes. Stop with the armor. Loser. Alright, also, I know that you really want to go see your brother, but, old growth. Or, actually, executive, HISS nodes, you know what, why not? We'll go to the communications department. Actually, is there... Right here. Is it coming? There it is. Not good that we can have our gun on this. Never mind. Okay. I guess we're fine. Mushroom spores on that, so we definitely need to be able to, like, traverse the mushrooms. Yeah, fingers crossed that our Ferengi era ends relatively soon. Because I, for one, would welcome the change. Have I been into this safe yet? I have not. Threshold remnant.
Director Faden.
Hello. Abilities. Yes. Yes. Okay, so when I release it, it just shoots it forward. So if I... Yes! Oh my god, that's gonna be so useful. Because then I could just block, 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 and then boom. Oh, that's gonna be so good. Can't wait. And then did it say that, yep, if I use one more point, I unlock a personal modification slot, but I think I want to hold on to these for now. Because I do want either that or this, because I want to try and get down to here. Because if so, Shield will officially be the most broken ability that I have in the entire game. So, holding Shield, use Evade to rush at enemies and knock them back requires the Evade ability, which I already have. And that will also be very good to get. But yeah, I think I might also try to save up for this one at some point, but if I don't, that's fine. Okay, fast travel. Let's get to, I think it was in letters? Where did it say I needed to go? Executive Communications Department, yeah. So fast travel. Executive. I guess just the communications department in general? Yeah, let's go to the mailroom, and then we'll make our way to the communications department. Woobly sounds. Wait. Yes, no, it is this way. Okay. And yep, it's just this one again. Okay, I've done this one before. This one's not that hard. This is really weird. Haha, guess what? Buggo! Jesus. Yeah, I feel like I need to make that more powerful. I really need to kill that orb first. Where'd you go, orb? You in here? I feel like you're in here. Yep. Okay. None of those guys. Those guys are bad. Okay, got that node. God, I cannot wait to fix this controller and see how much better it is. Okay, that's 2 nodes down. Oh, jeez. Hi. See this? You have it. Thanks for the house number. Hi. Excuse you. Be on my side. Dork. You have fun with that. That one's gone. There's still a node. What do you mean it's over? It's very clearly not. It's like you're all done. It's like, what the heck is this then? It's like, oh, we didn't actually want you to kill all of them. There's one there too! Shaking my head, game. It's all like, well done, you finished the mission. It's like, I clearly didn't! Anyways. Also, once again, you want me to do this thing where I go see my brother. It's not happening. We're going and talking to plants, dang it. Okay. Personal mods. 14, still not better than our 16, so goodbye. No. Health, no. 8 energy, no. 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 I know I kept that one. No. No. I don't know that I'm ever going to use this, but I'll hold on to it for now. I feel like I'm not going to, but I've got so much of the little, like, tick things that I don't think I really need to worry about it that much right now. It's this. Accuracy plus 9. Rate of fire plus 25. That's nice. Can we have more damage ones, please? Exclusive to shatter, spin, and grip ammo cost per shot. It's down. Yeah. I think think I like what I currently got on it, even though it's like not that good. Okay. Fast travel. Research. Is there essential? There is essential research one. All right. Let's go talk to the plants, everybody. Does this not count? Where does this even go? Oh, this is that one. Okay. Yep. Are you? No. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of fun. Okay, we're just way up higher than I thought we were. What's in here? Luck and probability. More things to look at, or? Oh. So the horseshoe up catches all the luck, the horseshoe down releases all of it. That's the bead thing. Okay. And then I'm pretty sure I still have the 4-leaf clover from this. Oh, do I not? Oh, it's back. Yoink. That's fine. Nothing in there. Oh, whatever. Need to see if there's a way to get further up or down from here. Well, I'm not doing that, because I feel like that's just suicide. Is there really no way for me to get down from here other than jumping off like an idiot? This is such a useless control point. Excuse me. Where does this even lead? Wait. Ooh, control level 5, baby. Oh. Huh. Okay. Oh. Put the 4-leaf clover there. Interesting. That's also a lamp. Alright, what's this say? Lucky item manifest. Federal Bureau of Control. Lucky item manifest. Bronze koi fish in China. Attracts abundance and wealth. Feng Shui. Horseshoe from Ireland. Words off evil. Orientation important. Heels up allows luck to be kept. Heels down, luck flows outward. Maneki Neko Japan. Beckoning cat used in shops. Paw held up to beckon customers, creating luck for the business owner. 4-leaf clover in Ireland. Shamrock. Rare plant variation. Connections to druidic healing rituals. Elephant in China. Protection. Good luck, wisdom, feng shui. Light bulb. Various. Documented gambling rituals indicate luck is produced when all lights in the room are turned on. Note. Effects of items to be tested. Consider investigating the orientation of horseshoe. Also consider positioning the feng shui objects. Proximity of luck items may influence luck readings. For more information on ritual use, lucky actions to perform and avoid, and relevance of OCD behavior, see file 928-1672. Kidding me. So clover, yes. Lights, yes. Fish, about 2 feet. We want to be outside of the red thing. Interesting. Okay. What is the purpose of this? Light on. Light on. Light on. Light on. Is that all the lights? I think that's all the lights. This one on? This one's on? Yeah. These lights are all on. Put that there. Where would we put the fish? Is there a fish? I don't remember seeing a fish out here. Yeah, just beads. Oh, fish. Where does it say? Less than 2 feet. Okay. All of those were unsure. Okay. So they're on 7. So then I can't activate it from further away though. Huh? Oh? No? What is happening? What is going on here? Yeah. Yeah. I'm confused. I can't see what number it lands on or anything. The phone rang. I'm not crazy, right? Oh, whatever. I've been in here already. I feel like the answer is yes. Oh, no. I have not. Intrusive pattern. Oh. No. That's just a bathroom. Are these parts of the plants? Oh, geez. Yep. 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 Ow. Glad that we can collect health while we're in this. Where are you? Okay, so I guess I can find this distorted and non-boss area places. They are very disturbing. Okay. Also, still no plants. Objective studies. That just leads way over to there. Yeah. I still feel like I'm getting further and further away from central research. So let's make our way to here. And then we'll use the elevator to go down there and see if that's where we need to be. Hi, I'm back, and I'm also out of here. Research sector. Okay. Are we close to where we need to be? I think so.
Talk to the plants.
Yep.
Small talk was never really my strong suit. At least they can't talk back.
I mean, that has yet to be seen. How do I talk to plants? We just need to go further down? Is it not these plants? Is it the plants that are further down? These ones? Oop, I'm sorry, plant. Didn't mean to. Pretty sure it's down here. Oh.
I hope your day has been productive, little plant. That really works, huh?
That's amazing. I love it. I don't think I'm gonna find any in here, but that is pretty cool. Also, wow, that progress bar. It's gonna take a while, but it's gonna be worth it. We're gonna talk to the plants, everybody. None of you, it looks like. My guess is we're going to be looking for ones that are next to a janitor thing. Oh, no, never mind.
I hope those nasty hiss haven't been bothering you too much. I wish my leaves were as pretty as yours.
I do too. Wish my leaves were as pretty as any plants. I don't think there's gonna be any over there. I don't think there's any down here. Actually, what's down here again? Oh yeah. This chamber. That I don't really know what's going on with it. Or it's just music. Music that we can't listen to because it's probably copyrighted. definitely have to come here off stream to listen to whatever music that is, because I'm curious. I'm also really hoping that the big musical number that is special to this game is not copyrighted, so that we can all listen to that, because it's really good. But we'll find out when we get there on stream, I guess. How about up here? Mm-hmm. Yep.
Do you have a family? I have a brother. I miss him a lot.
And the player is currently doing everything he can to make it so that I don't get to see him for even longer, because he's a jerk. It's not my fault, Jesse. Gotta do these side quests, you know. I feel like I found all the ones that would be down here. Just in case, we'll do one more pass. Okay, nothing there. Nothing over here. Got that one already. Yeah, I feel like they're probably going to be further up on other levels. I'm glad that they're not spawning enemies right now, and I really hope that they don't start doing that now that I've said that, because this is definitely one where you're going to be wandering a long time looking around for where all the plants are. So it'd be really frustrating to have to stop and fight enemies while you're doing that. Hey! Emergency call summary. NA AWE 18 event summary. A possible AWE in which an unnamed individual experienced transcorporeality via a phone line. Event is notably similar to AWE blank, in which blank blank. Event response. Event is believed to have been caused by blank blank, and as a result of following measures, or of the following measures, have been taken to prevent blank 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 blank. Great. Astral blip. Alright. Any plants up here? I still can't go this way yet, I've noticed. Can't make my way into the ritual division through that door.
They say I'm the director, but what does that mean? I have no experience in leadership roles. I have no on-the-job training.
The plant understands, and it does not judge. I don't think there are plants in here. Yeah, no plants in here. And there are no plants in there. I'm pretty sure I already looked in there. And then over here. To the last floor. You're kidding me. I hate you. Hi. come back the moment I get up here because I didn't actually kill all of them? That's annoying. Yeah, whatever. Stop. Controller, I swear to God. Yeesh. Alright, where are they? Game. You up here? Yep, they're up here. Okay, that works. You know what, game? I am busy. It's like, go to the hiss nodes thing. It's like, I've got stuff I'm trying to do, dang it. Oh. Cool. That it? No? Of course it's not. Why would it be? Now it's it. Yeesh. Oh, let's go down. Let's see if this guy dropped anything, and then when we go back up, it'll spawn even more enemies. Okay. Got so much stuff to level up now, Jeebus. Or not level up, but like, so many point things.
Your chlorophyll really brings out the green in your leaves. That's all of them. But I kind of wish there were more.
I get what you
More
mean.
good listeners.
There are good listeners. I only get 2 ability points for that. I think if I saw correctly, I only got 2 ability points for that. Which is fine, because that should be enough to get the level up thing that I want. Which is that when I do that, it does 100% more damage. Alright, I guess let's go to the executive secretary so that we can level up, and then... We are coming up on the end of the stream. I think I might actually just call it here, because this right control stick is really starting to just drive me insane. And I do plan to basically try and fix it for the rest of the day. It's what I'm going to be focusing on probably for the rest of the afternoon. Abilities, let's get... Let's get that. Ta-da! Career development. And we got a new personal mod slot. And is that it? That is it. So we only get the 3 personal mod slots. We don't get any more gun things. So... I guess... C speed plus 30%, C speed plus 56%. That's way better. I don't know what you think you're getting on about. Yeah. Launch, no. No. I don't really see myself seizing that often. And evade, like, I don't really need that much. I don't know. Why not? We'll equip that for now. And then weapon mods. Reload speed. Damage plus 31%. Absolutely, we're putting that on. That's an extra 10% better than what we currently had. Missions. I guess I could go here really fast. Let's do that really quick, why not? Maintenance. Which one? And the NSC power plant. So... I guess upper level? We'll start there and then we'll see if we need to go down to the lower level one. I have a feeling it's going to be the upper level, though. Yep. You can literally already see them. Let's test how much damage this does. Not that much. That was actually very useful. Jeebus. And our guy's already dead. Oh my god, I hate this control stick. Cool. I guess now we see why we can climb down onto all these different levels and stuff that we need to for these missions. We're dead. Oh, whatever. Alright, I need to go up a level. Come on. Yep, there's one there, so we'll need to go up there. Stop shooting at me. The chain gun, no less. And there's an orb somewhere. Climb up, Emily. Or not Emily, whatever. Jesse. Sure, shooting at the control panel isn't a bad idea. I want to control that guy. Hello? Oh. He got his health back because cheating. There, they're on my side. Where's the stupid orb? Oh! Hi! Running. Running. That's where the orb is. Come on. Thank you. Oh, I know that you can get up there. Oh my god. I swear to god, I'm gonna fix this controller. I'm gonna come back and play this later today, or I'm gonna play it like tomorrow or through the week or something. And it's going to be mind-boggling how much easier it is to like hit things and control and aim. Because this is impossible. Whatever. Okay, let's come on down to here. Oh my god. Oh, whatever. Thank you for killing yourself, Jesse. That's great. Oh my god, thank goodness. Alright, where are these stupid freaking nodes? There. We're done. I mean, essentially we're not, but whatever. Okay. Uh-huh. 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 Where are you? Where are you? Hmm. We're above me. Oh, you're up there. There. Yeesh. Not worth it. Okay. I think there I am going to go ahead and say we're done. But we will be back. Probably not this Tuesday, because I've got reporting. Well, reporting might finish up on Tuesday, and I might, like, be in the mood. Thanks for the stream, of course. Thank you for coming by, Alice Moonflower. Thank you for lurking. Do I want to stream on Tuesday? You know what? We'll say that there will be a tentative stream on Tuesday. I'll say that it's going to be at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thursday, I'm probably almost certainly going to stream. We'll do that at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to do more Control, because I'm having an absolute blast. I didn't expect me to have this much fun, but now that I'm, like, actually being effective and, like, having a good time playing the game and, like, not dying every single time I get into a fight, it's a lot of fun. And I think it's a great game. So we're going to definitely be playing more of this. Have a good night, Shen. Thank you, Pinky Dragon. You have a good night, too. But I think for now, we're going to look to see if there's anybody that we can raid. So let's take a look here. I'm going to pull up. It doesn't look like there is. Oh, really nobody is streaming today. Huh. I really thought that there would be somebody that's currently live. I guess not. I guess we'll just end stream here. Oh, I'm going live in a minute. That's true. Lou is going to be going live in a moment here. So we'll raid on over to Lou. Everybody give her absolutely a fantastic, wonderful stream. And we're going to give her words of encouragement as per usual. And especially since I think, Lou, you're going to be fighting Midir today, aren't you? I think Lou needs all of the words of encouragement she can get, because I think she's going to be fighting the biggest, baddest, most annoyingest dragon in all of Dark Souls. So, yep, that is absolutely what Lou is going to be doing. So, let's get on over to Last One Out. And once again, we're going to give words of encouragement. I'll see you guys on Tuesday, possibly around 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and on Thursday for sure at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their Sunday and a wonderful rest of their weekend, and a great week, and I'll see you guys then. So, let's get this raid started with some words of encouragement. Like so. Alrighty. We'll see you guys next time.